Welcome back. This is episode number 5, the redo episode, version number 2 of the Ferda Shores Podcast. Guest featuring Mr. CaptainRumsAlot. Captain, hello, sir. What is up?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Welcome back, and
Hey,
obviously we got the man Zhej. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
We are back in
yeah,
the thick of the shit. So basically, guys, we recorded a podcast, I think 6 days ago now, pretty much almost 6 days ago to the hour, damn near, that it ended. And we were all fine dandy, smoking, drinking, having a good time. And then by the time I basically hit upload and went to listen to the audio, it was overlapping, and for some reason only recorded in one audio chunk. So I spent 9 hours trying to either separate the audio somehow or edit it to a stable point, and instead I gave myself editing PTSD, and we're just re-recording 6 days later, as I said. So again, welcome, Captain. Basically, I think we pretty much started off last time where I pretty much just asked you how you had obviously found Brighter Shores, which we obviously
yeah,
I'd assumed was from Twitter. So I'll pretty much just hand it over to you. Like, I'll let you ramble for a bit, man. Let's hear the Captain's story. How did you hear about
yeah,
Brighter Shores? How did you get into it? How did you fare the shores per se? Yeah, go at it, bro. Go
yeah,
at it.
yeah. Before I get started, I just want to say I appreciate both of you guys for doing the cast
Love
and
you.
just being wonderful human beings on this earth. I'm happy we cross paths, and anyone's listening, I'm happy we're all crossing paths in this world.
Thank
I just
you.
want to say, gotta
Yes,
get
sir.
sentimental, gotta bust out the tear jerkers right away.
Yeah, we
But
Oh,
love you.
Captain, my
so
Captain.
basically,
We love you, bro. We
so
love you.
basically,
Yep.
yeah, no, same here, same here. So basically, how I started, well, first, even like, I'm just first the Gowers. I'm just a huge fan of theirs. Like, I started playing RuneScape in like fall of 2004. So I started on RuneScape 2, and I quit every 15 times probably. Like
Yeah,
started, stopped, and then at some point I quit back in like 2012, 2013. Like I was trying to do IRL adult shit. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
And I just like stopped playing. I had to break the MMO addiction at some point. So at some point, I just basically stopped playing MMOs and shit. But I was always so addicted back then, right? I kind of knew that I had to take a break, and I basically back in 2020. So kind of related to my stream and kind of Captain Rumslot in general. So first, I legitimately do believe I was a pirate in a past life. I'm from the Caribbean.
Yes.
A lot of things have happened in my life that I've always felt like a pirate more than anything. And at this point, digital online pirate. But you know what I mean? I just look at the internet as like the high seas and the way I view the world.
Yes.
And you know what I mean? And anyone in the stream or anyone here, we're all sailing the same ship. You know what I mean? Anyone's hanging out,
That's right.
having these conversations, we're sailing the
Yes,
same
sir.
ship together, whatever, you know what I mean? And basically, back in 2020, I got an eye injury. And so, I've always had these beliefs. I was like, growing up, I'm like, yeah, I was a fucking pirate past life.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. I'm telling you, in real life, like, I've had pirate themed birthday parties, like, way before I was screaming and shit. You know what I mean? It's like, if you guys knew the people around me in real life, they'd be like, yeah, this motherfucker is, like, actually about this shit. I'm not even kidding.
Rum
And,
and
like,
all,
I'm
yeah.
not bullshitting. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, especially the rum. I've been drinking
Yeah,
rum since I was
especially the
10. Like,
yeah.
I'm the
Yeah.
Caribbean. Like,
What
it's
the
not the great. I
fuck?
don't encourage that, but, like, I grew up as Caribbean. My dad gave me a couple. Anyway, we're getting a tangent. So, anyway. But yes, rum is good. But I actually do take it easy. I'm more of a smoker than a drinker these days.
Yeah,
So it's kind of
same.
funny. I used to drink a lot more, and I think honestly, like
Same.
anyone who has a drinking problem, like you can make it. It's possible to quit. I don't want to encourage drinking too much. It's just kind of funny that I started this like less on the drinking phase of my life, but I always love rum.
Yeah.
And people know in real life I only ever order rum and cokes. Like I would go to I went to like a fancy bar in New York, and my friend she's like, oh, whatever you want. I work here, blah blah. They make fancy cocktails. I was like, I'll take a rum and coke. I was like, I know what I like. I know what I want. She
Nah.
was so fucking mad. She was like, you came all the way to New York, to Brooklyn, wherever Manhattan was like trendy. I don't give a shit.
That's
I was like, I
awesome.
just need my goddamn rum and coke. But that
Yeah.
rum and coke was fire.
I bet it was,
Like I
yeah.
was like, and that was fire. I was like, they put love in that rum and coke. I was like, damn, this is why I order
They
this shit.
put Coke in
Like
that
it's not
Coke,
the
bro.
same.
They
Yeah,
fucking
like some of them, like, what did they do? Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like New York. There's like a line of Coke right around the rim of the glass or something.
Probably. This is
That's the New
salt,
York.
right?
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah, dude.
exist. It needs to
True.
exist now because I just thought about that. But
Oh
anyway,
fuck.
but so back in 2020, I started the stream, and basically I was like, you know what, I want to start streaming, and I got an eye injury. So that was the thing is like I had to stop working for a bit. I was on like unemployment, whatever, just living life for a bit, And but I literally couldn't use one of my eyes. And there's so I started playing Call of Duty. Actually, when Call of Duty Modern Warfare came out, I'm a
Crazy.
big Infinity Ward fan.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they're the only ones who do Call of Duty properly. I just have to say. But I was like, you know
Fair
what,
enough.
fuck it. Like I was like, I can't do MMOs. I'm just gonna get in first person shooter. And I thought it'd be funny if I was sniping with like eye patch on. So there's some shots of me like headshotting people wearing an eye patch and shit. It's super funny. And
Fuck yeah.
and then that's when I started doing kind of like some streams. And then I was like, I don't really want to do this right now. And then I saw on Twitter it was like March, and then I saw
Yeah.
Andrew Gower's like making a new MMO, and I was like, oh shit. And I wanted to like continue streaming, and I used to play Tekken and stuff too, just other kind of games. And then I was like, and then I made a plan. Like I'm very like kind of planned out individual somewhat, at least kind of. And there's a little bit of
Yeah,
chaos
bro.
of the
Yeah.
unplannedness in my life, but like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try doing I was like, I'm gonna start streaming Brighter Shores. So day one I start streaming Brighter Shores,
Legend.
and like there was hella people
Legend.
streaming, people with big followings. I had no following before that. Like, so I will say like first RuneScape and the Gower brothers, like they
Yeah.
basically saved my childhood. Like I grew up in the hood, little resources, and that was like the place where there's unlimited resources. You could go forever. You know what I
Right,
mean?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
fucking sick. Like it was an escape, and it definitely kept me safer. I feel like I would have definitely had a rougher, more dangerous life. Potentially
Yeah,
a
we
lot
might
of
not be
different
talking.
realities.
Yeah, we might not be talking
Probably.
right now, bro. So yeah,
I 100%
exactly.
believe in
bro.
the
Andrew,
butterfly
and
effect.
because of Andrew, we are. Yeah.
Yep.
100%. And like even my best friend in real life right now, like we both play like his game still to this day, and used to play decades ago together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And like
Yeah.
so I owe his like they're so I'll always follow whatever project they do. Even if they abandon Brighter Shores, they go to something else. Like fuck it. If they once they release Fen Engine, I'm downloading that shit. I'm about to check
Dude,
it out. Like what the
yes.
hell?
Yeah.
Like I can't wait. Like I'll do a stream of me just like doing their engine with bones or something. Like I don't know. Like I'm very like you know what I mean? Like I'll always check it. Like those guys are
me
fucking
in.
G's at coding. They've been coding since the 80s. Like those guys know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
that's also why I have such a long-term trust in Brighter Shores. I'm like these guys
Right,
are
yeah.
master coders. Like you know what I mean?
There's
Like
no strings
they built
attached. Yeah.
And they're
yeah, and
passionate
like
about their stuff. There's no.
and think about it, like RuneScape has
Yeah.
survived, like their code has survived 25 years the test of time. You know what I mean? Like that's how you know if
That's
your code has
fair.
stand the test of
Truthfully, that's
time.
fair.
Like government systems are ran on Cabal and like all these old ass languages, but they're still fucking running.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
guys that wrote that shit, they were fucking really
That's
thinking
insane.
about like think about like the errors and shit that like all that shit like it's crazy to think about. And having 2,000 people in like
Yeah,
one server like
Java
is
source
crazy.
browser code, like the
Yeah, it's
fuck
all
is
browser.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you really think about the
Jeez.
origins of RuneScape, like it's crazy that they were able to code
Well,
this.
the one thing
They
I
wrote their
remember,
own version of JavaScript called RuneScript. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
which is yeah, dude, and remember the one thing I remember you talked about last podcast too, which I want to bring up is the fact that you said like they're the fact that each server and they have hundreds of them can hold 2,000 players.
2,000
And that's
players
a
is
fucking
crazy.
browser game. The fuck?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's nuts.
It's
That's
nuts. And
crazy.
yeah, and like I can tell that's why they like nerded out really hard on Brighter Shores sharding. I think they're gonna improve it. I think if they did that, I feel like there'd be a lot of changes
Yeah.
to the game.
Oh,
Like
heck
if they
yeah.
just like all of a sudden tripled the room sizes, like it would be crazy.
They're just
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
True.
I feel like eventually they're going to, but anyway,
hope
so
so,
I
yeah.
so basically I started streaming Brighter Shores. That's how I found it. Is like literally just saw a Twitter post from Gower, and he
Andrew, yeah.
never really tweets
He doesn't.
shit. Yeah,
He
from
doesn't.
Andrew.
Yeah. No.
He does
Yeah,
not.
so it was a huge deal, and like immediately I knew I was like, I'm downloading this day one. Day one I was playing, like it was honestly a magical time in the early Brighter Shores. Like
Were you hour one as well? Because I logged in 15 minutes early, and basically it was 15 minutes of me being like, "Fuck, what name do I pick?" Like that was so like so. I
you
were
know, I
you,
think
were
I
you on
logged
the
on
hour?
a little bit later.
A little
I was
later?
close.
Okay.
I was within like 2 hours or something.
Okay,
like that.
okay, yeah.
Like yeah, I was like I remember I kind of woke up a little bit later that morning. I was like, oh shit, the game launched last night.
Oh,
Yo,
so,
like,
I
went on.
couldn't sleep. I slept
I,
for like
I
1 hour.
envy you guys so much just because
Yeah, I
yo,
can't-
the fact
yeah.
that you even said I'm in the login screen. I
Yeah.
don't know what names I want, brother. I'm
I
the
know,
type
you
of
didn't
dude.
even-
I'll have 20 names
I wasn't ready.
like a week before.
I didn't
type
even
of deal.
see.
Like,
I'm not a name guy. I'm not a name guy. That's why I wasn't. I just wanted to play Brighter Shores so bad, but I'm not a name guy. But
Dude,
yeah,
dude,
I had
name
every
selection
name.
shit's so funny. I so obviously I did CaptainRumsAlot, but I took the Nabeth. So I took
Yeah.
Nabeth as
Wait,
one
didn't you
of the
take
names, like-
Kanye?
Yeah, I took Guy Sinat. I took Guy Sinat, which is pretty fucking funny.
Oh yeah, Kanye said that. I thought
I
it was
think I tried to
Kanye.
do.
Same
I,
shit.
I think
dude.
I
That's
tried to
so
do Barack
funny.
Obama, but it
That's
didn't
so
let me. I was pretty upset. It didn't let me do Barack
I'm
Obama.
tight, bro.
Oh fuck! I was actually pretty upset. I was like, why?
That's
I can't be Barack
hilarious,
Obama.
bro.
I
thought it was
always
Kanye.
any new service or game I always try to do Barack Obama. It's always blocked.
That's fucking funny,
Like,
bro.
God
Barack
damn it.
Obama would be
There's-
so funny.
Actually, what's funny is there was like a social media like stock trading app, and I was able to create Barack Obama on there. Before they launched. I was like, hey, I was like, I'm Barack Obama on this bitch. It was so funny. People were following me on there. It was so good.
Lawsuit after
I
lawsuit.
gotta go back on there. Oh fuck, that shit was
That's
funny.
epic,
That's the
bro.
only service ever because they didn't like some guy just fucking probably vibe coded some stock trading app.
Oh, for
Like it was
sure.
a social media stock trading app, so you could share your buy. I was like, this is 100% insider trading in a weird way, but not at the same time.
That's way too fucking fun. Okay, well, anyway, to
But
tie it back in though. So basically,
Anyway.
so within the first couple days, I'm assuming I can't remember. I can't remember if we talked about exactly which day it was, but obviously you had seen that motherfucking, or you had gotten to the mines, been like, oh, what the fuck is this crap? But then you had seen somewhere, I think you said in the mines, that motherfucker with the 200 Kren cape. I don't remember exactly who it was, but then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta get to Kren then. So
Yeah.
So was that
So
within the first week,
yeah.
basically?
So basically my journey on Brighter Shores was actually pretty fun. Like when I started, so the thing is I went straight for 50 because here's my whole thing is like I was like I'm gonna max because I knew there's leaderboards, right? Like I knew there's gonna be leaderboards, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna max I'm gonna max the guard. I was gonna max the combat.
Right.
In the
Oh yeah,
first
guard, right?
Yeah,
With
so I was gonna do that. So I flew up to level 50 within like fucking like at least like a day and a half. I went ham, and I literally got the bib. Immediately when I got the bib, went to Square. I was trying to flex on everyone. I was like, bro, I was like, y'all don't have capes. I was like, I'm the one only want the cape. And then someone was like, that cape is hideous.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, I got roasted. It was just like real life.
Like, brother,
Just like real life when I was a kid.
I know.
In real life, like I remember, so I grew up in the hood, and I remember like I was like, oh, I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, well, I went to the shoe store, and everyone had like Jordans and shit, right? Okay, so we went to the store, went to Payless, and I was like, oh shit, instead of Jordans, they got the Shacks. I thought they were gonna be cool, so I got the Shacks.
No.
Went to school thinking I was like, oh, I'm the shit. I got Shacks on, blah blah, and boom, roasted. Got Shacks on, I'm roasted. I didn't know. I was like, oh my god, it was torture. It was torture.
Yeah.
It was so fucking funny. I had the Shacks on. I was like, I thought he's dunking on the logo. How's that not cool? Oh fuck, that shit was so fucking funny. But yeah, no, it's just like so I got 50 guard, but then I saw how the cape and I was like, this cape looks like dog shit. I'm not gonna lie, the cape still looks like dog shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry for anyone who wears that cape. It's just my opinion.
That's fair,
But
brother,
bro, you know, it's subjective, but at the end of the day, like that cape, you gotta admit that cape is whack compared to a lot of other capes. And like so basically I got pissed off. I was like, all right, fuck this, I'm gonna slam through the episodes. So I rushed through episode 2. I love the forest though. Out of all aesthetics, I think I like the forest the most, to be honest. I love the sights of the forest. It's so beautiful. like the area where it's like glowing in the back. Like I love
rainbow
the
pool, bro. Yeah, like back. Because you're still from the days of the juniper, like the junipers being at the rainbow pond there. Those days have changed. But the pond's still there though.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
what trees are in
those are now willows. So that's the same room, same pond. There's just willow trees in there.
I guess that makes sense.
So a lot of things.
Logistically,
there's a bunch of new trees. Like there's new trees.
Logistically,
bro. There's like
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Are willows new?
Because willows are by the pond. Willows will be by the pond, not junipers. That's correct. That is legit. You're right. And they are new. They are willows. Willows. And they have to do with passive actually. To do with a botany passive venture.
Interesting. Cool. Hell yeah. So basically I slammed through the forest. Yeah, slammed through the forest. Like I did the carp grind, like the 32 carp grind. So I was a little bit later to Chronopolis because I didn't skip that. And there were a lot of guys that got to Chronopolis early that skipped that. You know what I mean? A lot of guys didn't do the 32 carp grind because I was like that is like crazy. A little bit of a grind back then. They didn't they get rid of the requirement?
They got rid of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They nerfed it. That's what happened. They nerfed it
first
to a lower level.
32 carp thing, yeah.
They nerfed the level first, and then what they ended up doing, they ended up getting rid of it. So now you could unlock Storage Rift. I think the first time that you talk to that NPC or whatever his name is,
Marcus Min,
like it gives you, and then
the
moment you speak to him, you're good.
And then I think completing the spider quest now gives you the withdraw from the rift. Yep. Yeah. So yeah,
that's what it does,
which is pretty cool actually. Yeah.
Wait, you can withdraw from the rift now.
You can withdraw from rifts now.
Yes, sir. Yep. It's very nice.
So if you don't want to carry pots or whatever or something like that, you just withdraw them.
It's It's very
from the rift.
beautiful. You can withdraw, and
Oh, shit.
yeah,
Or
you can
swap 'em
withdraw your
around,
capes as
whatever,
well.
you know?
Capes, everything, brother. Explosives for the mines,
Really?
everything from the rift. Yes, sir.
That's
It's,
you
dude,
know what's
the
funny?
Captain, this game's fun, bro.
So you know what's funny? I still freaking go to that cave shop sometimes.
I
'Cause
do too.
forget
I
that you can
naturally
swap
run.
the
I
things,
naturally,
bro.
I
That's ingrained.
naturally.
Dude, I'm living
Yeah.
like I'm still in the war of the
Dude,
past.
for the
bro.
long up until, dude, I swear to you, up until a week ago, I was still running to the alch shop for potions. I shit you not.
Yeah.
I just was. I just fucking was, bro. But yeah,
Same.
now yeah, storage rift. Yeah, I storage rift everything. I don't have to leave where
Yep.
I'm at ever. It's fucking
I love
beautiful.
it.
Right. No, totally. Yeah, and I wanted to say too, like, I think about streaming and stuff. Like Brighter Shores is the only reason why I've had my success, as little success in my corner of the world as success as a streamer. Though.
Fair enough.
I will always be eternally grateful for the time I spent on Brighter Shores, because it was a plan that I executed. Like, be like, and I started streaming like a couple years before that, but I just didn't
Right.
really, do it consistently. Right. It was just made the
Yeah.
channel. But once I really started focusing on Brighter Shores and, like, you know what I mean, like getting to know a lot of people in the
Yeah,
community
met
too,
some
like
dope people.
like
Yeah.
yeah, so like I'll always be thankful for that, because like wherever I end up streaming or whatever I end up doing, because I have some plans to do different games in the future that are going to be kind of strange, but like, or different, just I want to do like fucking, anyway. Before I get on tangents,
No,
like,
you're good.
but you know what I mean. It's just super grateful for that. Time on Brighter Shores, so I'll always be eternally grateful for Brighter Shores. Before I launch into criticism and shit, I just have to say that, preface by, because the way I look at shit is like, people only critical of things that they really like. You know what I mean? In a way, it's
That's
like, if
fair,
you really
yeah.
didn't like care for Brighter Shores, you wouldn't really have an opinion on it. You'd be indifferent to it, right? And like, people have opinions about it. It's like, no, I like this thing. I know it can be good. You know what I mean? Like, I know there's these things that they could do to make this like. And at Brighter Shores, there is a lot of like weight in people's opinions. You can email them, which is crazy to me. I've never sent them an email because I'll probably just like go off on like some long ass rant about some shit, and like, but you know what I mean. At some point, like, I just think it's dope that you get, like, people have been
Yeah.
emailing them and getting answers back. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
no other
taking
MMO I
feedback.
could think of that would
Yeah.
ever happen. You know what I mean?
None,
They
none,
don't.
So
none, bro, none.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can't think of a single one. Yeah, it's
If
impossible.
anything,
There's
it's a
no
botted
fucking way.
message.
It's not gonna happen.
The closest is OSRS, and it's through Twitter. And again, it's not. They don't even really necessarily acknowledge it. It's just
Right,
the
and
fact,
you
it's
have
just
to
the
have
fact that
clout.
it's there.
Dude, you
You
need
have to have
clout
clout.
for
That's
that
exactly
too.
it.
If you
That's
don't got clout,
exactly
you're
right.
cooked.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not even gonna get recognized. But yeah, so basically, I slammed through episode 2, and then
Yeah.
that's the thing, is like, kind of relate to my stream, is like, I was basically just like doing daily streams of me playing Brighter Shores, probably like 6 to 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Light work, easy day, and like, basically, I was like getting to the mines, right? And I don't know, they've improved the mines, whatever, but I hate the mines. That's the worst
No,
place in the game
it's
to me.
acceptable, especially back then. It's
Yeah,
acceptable,
back
It's
then, dude,
acceptable.
I
So,
don't know
like,
how that
oh
guy
my
did
The
it,
only
bro.
thing,
I was
the
getting-
only thing
I
that
was getting
Zhej,
pissed off. You know how many times I got hit by a tentacle, ran around the wrong side of the river?
Dude,
Jesus
the river,
Christ.
the river is what killed everyone in the beginning. Absolutely, like, if you're not paying attention, you're talking to stream or chat, the river will
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
your
you're
life
cooked.
up. You're
And even if
fucked.
I'm not talking stream chat, I'm always not paying attention.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It's like my brain's always wandering in a million places. Like, it's just like, bro. So every time I'd misclick, I was getting so pissed off. I couldn't wait. My lowest stats. I've been back to the mine since then. I intentionally never go back to that place.
That's fucking
Like,
funny.
and like,
Oh man.
goddamn. So basically, but during the mines is when my stream started to get a little bit of attention, because there were, back then, like, I know people might not believe it now because you're just like, oh shit, other people stream, but back then there's fucking like 20, 30 people sometimes streaming Brighter Shores. There's a good amount,
Yeah,
like,
for
easily,
sure.
and like, and there's a lot of people watching in the early days. There's like, and I was just kind of, since I was like new to streaming, I had like no followers, I was just at the bottom of the page, and I started getting some attention because I was getting drunk, and that's when I really started drinking on stream. I was like, all right, it's time to get the rum out, because
That's about
I'm not
right.
gonna make it through this shit.
That's about right.
You know what I mean? I was like, I know what kind of medicine I need. So I started drinking rum, and like, I started getting through the mines, but I was getting so mad and just drinking and getting mad and drinking. It was pretty fun time, actually. Maybe I love the mines,
Dude,
actually.
that's awesome.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's
but fuck,
classic.
man.
That's epic.
Yo,
It
Yeah,
was so
dude.
funny. And apparently there's a couple people watching, and they were just like, this guy is fucking just, he's getting pissed off at the mines, getting wasted. And like, it was honestly a blast. I got super drunk, woke up, I was in Chronopolis next time I got on the game. I was like, oh shit, I made it through. I was literally drunk. Like, I'm pretty sure I do
That's
not remember
so pirate.
exactly
That's
how
pirate
I
as
got to the
fuck,
fucking
bro. There you
Chronopolis.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck this
Yeah, the
place.
weather, the storm.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh my god, this place sucks. I'm gonna drink, and then at the other end of this, I'm gonna wake up where I want to be.
That
Type
Yo.
of
happened. That happened. Yeah.
Yo, they
Fuck,
changed a
so-
lot though, Captain. I kid you not, man. Compared to, back in my day when I was grinding my match,
I used to
bro,
walk
it's
8
like
miles
day
for
and night,
Deathstone.
dude. They changed Deathstone too. Deathstone now, every time you mine a Deathstone, you get 2.
Yeah.
Before
Oh,
it used to
really?
just be 1 and go, yeah. Also, storage rifts, dude. They're like near every freaking mining
Yeah,
area
Every-
now.
I did
every
play
node,
a little
yeah.
bit. I did play a little bit after they, because I was still doing passive combat near this time, but I was there for the update when they dropped all the storage drifts. I was like, oh shit! Like they added one to like the town square and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I wasn't playing
Yo,
at that time. I didn't even. When I came back, I was like, "What the fuck?"
you're like,
yo,
wait, what? It's
you
like
know
a
what
bank
else they
system.
did? You know what else they did in mines? Yo, they just introduced stuff for blacksmith. Some
Yeah,
bounties and an activity or
Oh, I
something.
heard that the blacksmith bounties. Yeah,
I made a
Yeah,
video on it,
filtration
Captain. Check it out.
station.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
I'm.
video.
I
Yeah,
learned a little bit, but I didn't watch in depth.
bro. But
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
they're
I
they're
just kind of
cooking
read
stuff
the
up in the
wiki news.
mines. Yeah, they're
It's
cooking
Yeah,
stuff up.
Mines is yeah, because obviously they
They
took
you're
care
even
of
you're
the
not gonna
quality
get
of
me back
life.
there unless you
No,
send me a bottle of rum in the mail. I'm not going back to the mines.
Respect.
Look, you know what's gonna happen. No, hear me out. This is what's gonna happen. And you know
Uh-oh.
what? I'm glad you brought that up, Cap. You're not coming
Uh-oh.
back. You know what's gonna make you come back?
Oh
Once
shit.
again, Jagex raising
PvP.
up their membership prices. Once
Yeah, I
again,
am a very stingy
Andrew's just
individual.
gonna cook up so much stuff, dude.
Like I
It's
only
only
keep
a matter of
one.
time.
Like I'm so stingy. I keep one subscription at a
Yeah.
time for a game at a time.
Yeah.
Like I refuse to subscribe to multiple games at the same time. I hate paying subs for games, and it's like that's like when I was deciding when I switched to OSR, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna cancel. I was like, I hate to cancel my Ferda Shores membership, but fuck it, I'm gonna cancel it because I can. It's like a philosophy. I can only have one sub at a time, and so it's like to me, like when I quit OSR, it's like I'm not resub. I'm not. So I get so like that's the thing is I always cancel my
Yeah.
membership. So like it stings because like you have to stay sub to keep your price. Like fuck you. I hate that shit. Like
Well,
it's just like
I was hearing something too about that because someone was saying. By the way, I didn't really look into it, but apparently, like there were people who were grandfathered in and they broke like their
Mhm.
thing. They said,
They
"Screw
did.
you! You're paying this membership price."
Yeah,
The
they
new
got rid of
membership price, mind
They got
you.
rid of 3 months, and they got rid of
That's
6
crazy.
months, I think.
Why
Yeah.
would they
No, yeah.
do
We're
that?
gonna get into we're
Yeah.
gonna get into it. I think
Yeah.
that there's a good part we can talk about, like
All
Oh,
right.
at least twice. So like so
fuck.
basically. So I got to Chronopolis, and then that's when I was like, okay, cool. I really liked Chronopolis. Chronopolis and the Forest, those are 2 places. And I mostly the people I played with, most of them I knew in Chronopolis. That's like where I knew the most people. Is like the people in Chronopolis. So like
You
a
said
bunch of
you
people like
met them
old
in the
school.
sewer, right?
Yeah, so I was basically going ham on combat. Like I just enjoy combat, honestly. Like it's just especially Ferda Shores is very AFK combat,
Yep.
and it's one of the most AFK things in the game actually.
It
Like it
is.
really is. So I loved combat. I was always doing combat coding, just combat. Like it was chill, and I would always like the thing is I never like people were like, oh yeah, I keep fucking dying. I'm like that's because you need to fight like people 15 levels lower. So I was just taking it easy. So I was cruising through combat honestly because like I was smart enough. Like I'm lazy and smart enough to be like I'm just gonna fight things that I know 100% I will not die, and maybe there's a 2% chance I die, but like sometimes it randomly happen. Like sometimes the hags, but after you
Yeah.
get like and the thing is like at the time so basically where I really start grinding and where I start getting traction on my stream is basically during this grind I hit like level like 300 combat or something like in Watchmen. So back then
Yeah.
for people that don't know the context the game used to have a skill for combat for each episode and there were different names and this one was called Watch Person, right? It was Watch Person.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Watch
so
Yeah,
it's
it
called
was
Watch
watch. It
Person.
was
And so
Watchmen. Yeah.
so I was in the sewers and just training and then I ran into Dragon Girl who I think is rank 2. I think they locked in
Yeah.
rank 2.
She
And
ranked
so
too.
That's crazy.
yeah, so I was at that time I was like level like probably like 80 combat or something. And like I saw the cape and I was like, holy shit. I was like, that is the cape I need. I have a dragon tattoo and I love dragons and like I'm very obsessed with dragons. Like it's a whole thing. Like my uncle had tattoos of dragons, like it's a whole thing. And so basically I was like, oh shit, there's a fucking dragon cape. I was like, that's when I was like, I locked in. Like I start going ham. Like I hit 200 combat. I was like, boom. Now I don't have to now I won't get roasted about the goddamn cape. So I got the 200 cape that looks at least somewhat baller.
Yes.
And then I was like, okay, I'm grinding. And then I got to like 300 something combat. And then one weekend, I basically and this is how the 24/7 stream really started too.
Yeah.
Is I basically forgot to end stream one Friday. Like I was gonna do something that all weekend. I was probably gonna, I don't know,
Just fucked
go
off for
party
2
somewhere or
days.
some
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, I was like, I need
Yeah.
to do some shit in real life. And so I basically like thought I hit end stream, came back over the weekend, and apparently my stream was up for like 72 fucking hours the whole weekend. And when I go to look, I'm like, wait, there's more people here when I wasn't here than
So
when I
funny.
I wasn't even here. There's more, like, what the fuck? And then people talking. Bones showed up. Like there's a couple people that are like, and he's my mod right now, and he's like one of my best friends on here. And he basically like, I was like, yo, there's people literally chatting here being like, I think this guy forgot to end the stream. I don't know what's going on. Like it was so fucking funny. And then I basically was like, you know what? What if I just like don't end stream till I get 500 watch person?
Yeah.
And so I was and I was already like level 300 something. So I was like, okay, realistically, you know, this is like December or something. So I start going ham, bro. I was using Steam Link on my phone. I would be at the grocery store fighting on Brighter Shores
The
using Steam Link
addiction,
on my
bro.
phone.
The addiction.
Yes,
Yeah.
like
Dude.
grocery stores took me like double the time. I'd be like,
That's
oh,
so
no one can go to the
fucking
grocery store with
funny.
me. It's like, yeah, so I'd be there like fighting because I was fighting for ranks. I have a screenshot somewhere where I got like, I'm gonna search for it while I'm talking.
Yeah.
And I have a screenshot that I think I sent it to old school, and I basically was like I hit rank 17 at one point. And this is the crazy part is if you look at my detective level, it's level 30. So I didn't do a single fucking den. And Bidoof, he got the KP abuse, so I wanted to make sure I talk about that because the guy he had level when Dragon Girl was level 300, like I think they're like high 280s, 300 or something. Like we looked at Bidoof, and Bidoof was, I believe, I might be wrong, maybe quote me because I don't know. Don't quote me on it because I think Bidoof was the first person, and the other person was Sassy or something like that. I think it was Sassy. So I don't know who was first, but I
still don't know
swear it was Bidoof because he was doing the KP abuse. And I remember watching the leaderboards at the time, being like, "Oh shit, the first 500."
Yeah.
We might have to look it up though. I'm sure we can find out somehow.
Yeah.
Who got the first 500? There's a timestamp.
It had to have happened within
there's a
couple
timestamp.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah, they were very close. And so basically then they patched that shit within like a week. That was like one of the first nerfs of the game, I swear. They literally were like, oh shit, if you fight lower level things, you get the same KP or you still get a good amount of KP. Like it didn't really scale properly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like so I just kept going forward in combat, and like what's nice is I had so much, I still have a bunch of fucking gear and like drop. So I just powered through, and then sadly I ended up ranking at like 25 and ended up stream, but I got affiliate right near the end of the stream. It was honestly really beautiful and like one of the best times on the stream ever. Like honestly, ending the first 24/7 stream, and then like after that, like I don't know, like I feel like I was established as a streamer almost. To be honest, I feel like I got baptized. But the Brighter Shores community made me have to max the skill. You guys are bastards for that. I just want to say, like it wasn't good enough.
We forced the card, bro. Well, I mean,
you're not gonna get affiliate till you max this. No, seriously, like as soon as I passed it, like I got affiliate because like it was just enough to push me over. I was like, oh my god, I was like, you guys really made me max this. I said it on stream at the time. I was like, you guys really made me max the skill before you give me affiliate. You guys are assholes to me. I was like, because no, you know what really set me up actually?
That's Twitch.
Really set me up. Fucking her name's Kinsey. I don't know if you guys remember Kinsey.
Yeah, bro.
She used to stream Brighter Shores, and she would be a good person to have on the podcast. Like, actually, she was playing very early, and she was like, and I was talking to her, and she told me that when I asked her about affiliate because she didn't have affiliate, she's like, oh yeah, she's like, the viewers not the problem. She's like, it's the amount of hours streaming.
Yeah.
I was so hurt. I was like, oh my god. I was like, you have the opposite problem of everyone else.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a good thing to have. Like, she deserves affiliate. I hope she did get it. I don't know if she still streams or not. I haven't seen her.
I'm pretty sure she did get it. I just don't think she streamed in like 6 to 9
holy
months or something like that.
Holy shit, that shit was so. I'm still friends with her on Discord.
Yeah.
I wish I knew who that was, bro. I'm 37 days late, bro. I barely know like half the people you guys are talking
She was
about.
she was
She
like,
was still
I think
around,
later
but she was still
She
around.
later
She
became-
streamed
was very
occasionally.
spotty. Yeah, but you know, shout out to Kinsey. She was a clown though. She was super funny. And then but yeah, it was just so funny to me. I was like wow. I was like, the Brighter Shores community gave her the 3 viewers, and she's like level like 10. Like I was like, this is crazy. I was like, but you know what I mean? It's just Twitch. You know?
Yeah,
Twitch is not
yeah,
a
that's
fair place
classic
to.
Yeah.
Twitch logistics.
Twitch is not a fair place to beautiful brown men. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Oh, fuck yeah. Anyway, so basically, so after I got the cape, I chilled for a few weeks, and then I was like, so really the way I'm doing my 24/7 streams, the way I run my channel, at least right now, it's not gonna be like this forever, probably, because I don't know. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. Who knows? And like, but basically, every 24/7 stream has a goal. The stream doesn't end till I hit that goal, right? Like, I'm a very goal-oriented person, as you can tell. And so basically, like, that, so my second 24/7 stream, and the way I play Brighter Shores is I'm just a cape hunter. I'm like, okay,
Wait.
I'm gonna go after capes, that my favorite cape to the least favorite cape, which is probably the guard cape. It's the dog shit cape. I'm just gonna say that again.
Let's
Like,
go.
that's probably the last cape I'll ever get. And like, but anyway, but well, you also have to chef, and I'm not gonna chef. But what is that? So basically, like
Oh,
so
fuck.
so basically
That's awesome.
fuck, man. So basically, yeah, so I was like, so the carp cape, like, dude, the carp, I saw someone with the carp cape. They didn't have the level 5, because not many people had the level 500 one. Like,
Especially
I
at
got
that
ranked 20.
time, bro. Especially at
No,
that
especially
time.
at the time, no one wanted to do that shit, especially because the spider quest requirement. I thought about it mentally. Like,
Yeah.
who wants, when you get tortured by something, are you gonna go back to that thing of torture?
No.
No.
Yeah,
And
You're
that's why I
not.
wanted to go back to it.
Exactly, yeah.
That's exactly why I wanted to
That's
go back to
funny.
it, because I was like, you know what, that quest didn't break me. I was like, I'm gonna break carpeting. That was my whole mentality. I was like, and then I realized it's the best skill in the game. You know what I
True.
mean? Like, it's
True.
the best.
100%.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
It
Stockholm syndrome,
actually
but
is,
no,
bro.
I
No,
was
it
smoking
is.
so much weed. I was chilling, bro. Like, how long the runs last? Like, I end up realizing,
So
like,
good.
we were complaining like about the wrong skill. I was like, this is actually the best skill in the game. Actually, did you know that the first skill they were gonna add to RuneScape Classic was Carpenter, and they
Yeah.
never added it to the game?
Yeah.
You can actually look it
Oh,
up.
yep.
Yep.
True.
So, and I actually loved, and when I found that out, during the Carpenter grind, because I was just, because
Yep.
someone released a video, actually. I think one of the YouTubers on RuneScape released a video about it, and they're
Yeah.
like the forgotten skill or whatever. You could probably find it on YouTube,
They call
and
it
it
Nello
was,
or something.
It is.
it was him. Yeah, it was him, and he was basically like, "Oh yeah, Carpenter." And then I was doing the Carpenter grind when we released that video, so I was like, "Wait, what the fuck?" And I was like, "Yo, I have to max."
Meant to
it just
be.
kind of cemented what I was
Absolutely meant
doing.
to be, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, because that was a skill that Andrew always wanted
The
to put in
Gower
the game,
magic,
and I
yeah.
realized, yeah, he would decide. And I clicked in my head, I was like, oh shit, he literally put it in Brighter Shores. He always wanted to do a Carpenter skill, and then when I thought about Carpenter, I was like, bro, this powers 3 skills. What? And all 3 weapon
Yes.
making skills. Like, what is more valuable
Yeah.
than a guy? I can make
Yep.
perfect pulls. If anyone needs perfect weapon pulls, any high level 4 or 500s, like, I can hop on and make shit if they want. For
Same,
real.
bro.
You just gotta
I
hit me
got
up.
you, bro.
Like,
I can help you out too, bro. If you can't do it, I got
oh
you
yeah,
too.
you have
And he's a trader, yeah, and he's a trader as well. He's a guild member.
yeah,
so,
and I
yeah.
trade exactly.
Yep,
So like,
we're on the same
bro,
page.
like, it's crazy. Like, bro, I love that shit. Like, but Carpenter is my favorite cape. That's probably the cape I'll always rock,
I like
because
it a
like,
lot too.
I don't know, like, I love the design, like the cutout design. Like, it just, like, I don't know, the way my mind works is like, it just seems more interactive with the environment because of the missing like cutouts.
Yes. Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
that is why. And like, and talking about capes, like I had the privilege of like getting to talk to one of the guys. I'm not going to reveal their name or what they are in game,
Yeah.
but he's one of the Bright Shores employees. And so when I was doing that watch person grind, before I get into the carp grind, we got to, like, me and I forgot his name. It was me and another guy. It was the 3 of us in the sewers. Like, I love the sewers of Cordopolis. Beautiful place. And like,
They're
also,
chill,
I love
yeah.
the action of climbing down into the sewer. I
Dude,
thought
yes.
it feels like you're
The
actually
depth.
climbing
You're climbing down. The depth. There's the
Yeah,
depth
like,
change. That's right. Yes.
Feel it.
like I feel like if they made dungeons like up and down like that, like, I feel like they could make some really cool. I'm really excited for the height of the game. Like, the way that they interpret height in the game is better than most MMOs I've ever seen. I'm excited for the Bardic Shores' first mountain. Like, I know there's going to be some later
yeah.
episodes, because the Gowers love
Mhm.
mountains.
Yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
they
Big
do. Yeah,
parts
they
of RuneScape take place. It's the worst parts of RuneScape because it looks like shit.
It looks
You
like
don't know where you're
shit. It
clicking.
scales like
Yeah.
shit
And like,
when you're
and
walking.
that
yeah.
is my biggest. Actually, that's one of my biggest criticisms of RuneScape is the way the mountains and heights look like dog shit. You don't know where to
So
click.
bad. It's so
Everything looks
choppy.
the
Ugh.
troll walk. Like, nothing makes me more upset than the doing
Oh,
that Death Plateau
dude.
bullshit. Every fucking
Yeah.
account.
Come on,
Every
the
account,
plateau.
like it's like you guys still haven't just fucking deleted this area, and just made it
Teleporting,
flat.
yeah,
Like, fuck it.
teleporting to Trollheim or whatever. Yeah,
Oh.
it's disgusting. It's so gross.
Troll strong. Yeah, troll strong.
Yeah, and so like, so that was one of my favorite things about Bright Shores is like the height of the blocks. But before I get to before I even talk about that's just a random tangent. I just love that about the game. And
Part
like,
of
but
sewers,
basically,
yeah.
yeah, so I was down there and we were just like, chilling, and then we were just like talking to this guy, and like he was like, oh, I finally get to try out the game I helped make, and me and the both were like, there was like a record scratch in the
What?
room. Me and this other guy were like, what do you mean? And he's like, oh yeah, I helped do the art and all this other stuff and blah blah. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, for real? And he's like, yeah. And then I was like, oh shit, for real? And then me and him became friends. So like, I would always see him around Chronopolis, and then we talked about capes, and he designed all the capes, and
Yep.
I was basically like, we were talking about the capes, and I was like, what's your favorite cape? And he was asking me what my favorite cape was, and I was like, the dragon one for sure. And then he was like, oh, that's my favorite cape too. And so like, just to confirm, the dragon cape is best cape in the game, confirmed by the guy who designed the capes. I'm just gonna say. And so basically, so I get into the carp grind after this, right? After I max watch person, I get affiliate, all this shit happens, it's a beautiful time, blah, 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 all this shit. And then I get into carpeting, it's chilling, and then they snatch my cape in the middle of the night. I log in next morning, boom, the cape's gone. Now they did tell us, and there was a beta, and I didn't log into the beta though because I didn't want to relive the
None
pain
of us
twice.
did. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why would I log in to see me lose my cape? Like, it's gonna happen eventually. So I was like, fuck it. So I
mad
did get
too.
demotivated a little bit around that time, but my technique for getting to carpenter, I feel like it was interesting because most people have to use, because really carpenter is really tough skill because it's such a it costs a shitload of gold. If you're going to buy all the logs, like you have to spend a lot of gold, and the problem is that even if you maxed wood cutting, it's not enough logs to max carpentering. At least I don't know if it's fixed now. I don't know if it's that they
I
changed
think
anything.
it is.
It's
I don't
better.
know. I'm sure it's at the very least
It's
better.
probably
Yeah.
better.
It's definitely got to be better.
It's guaranteed better. Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine that it's better. And so that's the thing is
Because
like, I'm like,
fish and chef were the same thing. You'd fish like 1/3 of what you need for chef. It was bad.
I'll say
Yeah,
this
exactly.
too, just based off my experience too, because I was guilty of this too. People like what they ended up doing, they were getting their freaking tools up to like 35 or some
Ugh.
craziness. That messes you up for resource gathering. Also, people were KPing into, for example, you're doing woodcutter, right? They were KPing into woodcutter as opposed to, let me put KP into carpenter because
Yeah.
clearly,
Because you
my
you need
thing
that
is too ahead
difference.
here.
Yeah.
You need that difference, and yeah, people
Yeah.
weren't doing that, and that's why they ended up in that position. They either doubled down and like
Lost gold
had
in a
level
tool.
35,
Yeah.
lost
so
gold in the tool, lost resources,
Yeah.
or
exactly. So like,
the other one, or they did both.
Yeah. Both.
exactly. So
Usually both. Yep.
Yeah, usually both.
right. So I was basically doing. So what I did is I upgraded my axe to like level 25. I think that's the right level to do, right? I
That's
think
the
it's
right
level
That's
level.
as high
Yeah,
as you want. That's
25.
as high as you want to go.
because
In
it's
my
really
opinion,
not
yeah.
much benefits because it's
That
cost
has diminishing
double the
return.
price. It's double the price every time too. You can do you notice that? It's
Yeah.
literally
It's
double the
gross.
price.
Sure is.
It's crazy scaling. But anyway, it's for really rich folks, But basically, I basically like
Friend folk.
got like 100 and like maybe it was like 150 gold or something, and I instantly enchanted
Jesus.
myself. I had like 130 gold from the Watchman grind because I was picking up gear and selling anything that wasn't green. At some point, at first, for the first couple hundred levels, I was picking up all the green gear and selling everything,
Yeah.
but I realized that's silly, so I only picked up rare gear after that, or like
Yeah.
anything that was above green, and I would pick up
Fair
blues, purples,
enough.
whatever,
I pick
and
up
then I would sell
everything.
that purples and orange. Yeah, I used
It's
to, but
easier
then
now, though.
at some
It's
point.
easier now.
But also the money scales with the harder enemy, so the money gets really like right now. I could farm
Yeah.
my combat. We'll get
No,
to what my combat
you're
is in a
still in a
second.
pretty good position, but yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you start really printing some money in the game though in later higher combat levels. It's actually crazy watching like kill one enemy 70 silver. Like what the fuck? That's a lot of silver for one kill.
That's epic.
Yeah.
That's
It's
really nice.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it's just like printing money at the last like 100 levels or so. But basically, when I went to Carpenter, I rushed. So I was doing some wood cutting, but I was basically bought logs all the way to 32 to 208. Cost about, I want to say it was around 30 gold. About
Yeah.
30 to maybe 33 gold, I think is what it cost to buy logs all the way up. And basically, so I bought logs, and my plan was to get to, because the first post 200 passive is really nice when you get to those, and so I basically bum rushed to 208 to unlock the first passive. So I was passiving KPing carp the whole time. Like I was, focusing on doing that the whole time. I wasn't KPing or passiving anything else. I was just all in on carp basically, and from there, I basically went and just kept just kept grinding carp, you know what I mean? Like, but then what I did is at some point I ran out of gold. I had to basically beg for gold. I didn't beg for gold, but
This man with the
kind
Farok Square and fucking danced, man. Trust.
yeah,
Yep.
basically, yeah. So then I had a couple, I had a couple people that believed in the mission, thankfully they wanted to
Yeah.
help the ship keep sailing. And shout out to those guys like Grizz and the Bear Clan and then Edgar and then
Edgar's
Stormin.
Captain, yeah,
Those three,
Stormin,
yeah.
yeah.
So all three of
guys
those
are
guys.
clutch. Those are beauties, yeah.
Yeah. So they came in, they saw that I was getting close and I was like, I'm out of, they just saw me chopping. So I just like start chopping. I think my wood cutting is like still kind of up
High
there, like
200s,
300 or
right?
something.
I think
It's like high 200s.
it was
I think
like
it's high
double
200s, like 280 or something.
Yeah, I think 280 sounds accurate. 284 or something. That sounds about right. Let's double check here.
Yeah. So somewhere up there, like, so I was cutting logs and just doing what I could, you know what I mean, to get up there and start getting to like the nice logs to start spinning, getting back into carpenter. And they basically, Grizz helped buy logs that I needed from somebody, transfer me logs, and gave me gold. Like, I want to say it was like 20 gold or something like that. It was 18 to 20 gold. And then Stormin also kind of helped me out with like 15 to like 18 gold. I don't remember all the exact numbers, to be honest. So, but then Edgar, so then when I was getting close to my grind, right, I was fighting for ranks. At one point, I was ranked 32. And then what I did is, Edgar joined the stream, and Edgar got 20, I think, ranked 26 alchemist. I don't even honestly remember what rank anymore.
He might have
What
been, yeah.
What
fuck,
rank?
I
What
don't
rank for carpenter am I? 26 or 28? 28.
I think you're 26, if I'm not mistaken. Then I think I'm. 30,
I want to say
and then I think
26.
I'm 37. Obviously, I'm the Zhej meme, so
Oh,
I
okay.
can't tell because I'm
Nope.
not on Hellfire. I'm just on or I'm just
Oh,
on
yeah, yeah,
Today's
yeah.
Coffee right now. Otherwise,
Okay, so I think so Edgar joined my stream and he was like get the same rank as me. So he was like, and I was like, I need gold and shit. I was like, right now I'm chopping logs, I'm wasting time. And then he was like, I got you. So then he literally helped fund like especially the last leg of it. And I was able to buy logs from God, X Arrow, like he supplied a fuckload of logs. Like Arrow's pretty much I pretty much probably bought out all his logs, majority of his logs.
I don't want to cut you off, but yeah,
Like-
you both got 28. You both finished ranked 28. Edgar
28,
had
that's what
28,
it
Alec,
was.
and you also had 28. Yeah, and then I had 37. Okay, sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, that lines up. So that's the thing is me and Edgar now started the group Iron Man together. So me and him got locked in on ranks on Ferda Shores together, which was a beautiful moment too.
That is sick, yeah.
And, like-
Because he helped you
and
out
he
a
helped.
lot. Yeah, so
Yeah,
much.
he helped me out.
So
So,
much.
and I was a little sad that I was gonna rank at like 32. I wanted to end in like the high 20s, but I was like, whatever. I
Nah,
didn't
you
really
went
give a
beast
fuck. 'Cause
mode,
honestly,
yeah.
yeah. So at the end, I went ham. Like, dude, at the end I went ham, and I really passed like 6 fucking ranks. I know those guys were like, wait, what the fuck? You used launchpad. I was like, I sorry. At
Yeah,
the
they
last
weren't ready
minute,
for that. No.
yeah, they weren't ready. They're like they're chilling. They thought they were cruising to the end. Like, nah. At the last second, I jumped on the gas. It's such like that is so like me though. That honestly, in retrospect, it's so funny that I'm a very like 0 to 100 person. It's either like I'm max chilling or I'm max not chilling. Like I have very few gears in between sometimes for some reason. It's like I don't know. It's like a manual and I'm like broken on gear
Yeah,
2
it's a
and
clutch.
3.
It's
like
exactly. It's a clutch factor. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, it's like I only do shit under pressure. Like I used to be so good at taking tests, but horrible at homework, like daily practicing and shit. Like
Yeah.
nope, but I would do good on tests, and I passed my driving test on my first try. Like under the pressure, sometimes I'm like, fuck, it's so funny. But yeah, you know what I mean. So like. So I basically like got to rank 26 and I was like, all right, I'm chilling. Got my cape. Oh, they took away the watch cape, so that is also like part of doing the
That's
carp
a
grind.
super bum. Yeah, that's bum as
Oh,
fuck.
fuck.
Yeah, because you basically got substituted with like a half gold, half silver cape. I think is what you pretty much got substituted with, which is just fucking.
Yeah, pretty
raw.
much.
And then they also made my armor uglier. So all my gear.
Oh
that I
yeah, because you got downgraded. You got
that was a-
downgraded. Yeah.
That was a
Jeez.
double sting because, like, in my
Yeah.
mind at the time,
Yeah, they
I
didn't
had
need
a
to do
level
that.
4. I had a level 497 orange rapier. I was so happy that it was my final. It was gold. It was beautiful. And I was like, dude, I
Yeah.
love this sword. And in my mind at the time, I think especially why it stings is because I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh damn, I got a max weapon. And the way I thought PvP was gonna work, it was gonna be episodic. So like that's the whole thing. I
I'm
think
gonna
why, because in my
cry.
mind, I was like, okay, I thought everyone who basically went beast mode in Chronopolis, we were gonna duke it out in Chronopolis. I
Yeah.
thought the PvP
Yep.
was gonna be based on that, because that would make sense, right?
Yep.
It's each
Yeah.
episode
Yep.
has its
Make
own
way more
combat.
Brother, that's
So-
what we all thought that. Absolutely. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so
fuck.
that was also like I didn't even talk about them the last time. I didn't really think about it, but it's
No, good
like
call.
that was such a big factor in my thinking at the time where I was like, dude, I couldn't wait to be one of those guys with the baller ass gear, like whipping people in Chronopolis. Like I was prepared.
You
Like
were
I was like,
you were gonna be
because
one
to
of the
me,
guys. Yeah.
in my head, I was like, Chronopolis is gonna be where the PvP happens. In my mind, you know what I mean? It feels
Yeah,
like a PvP world. It's grimy. Like it just feels like a PvP place. You know what I mean? And
definitely.
like, and I don't know. I was just like, so also because of that, I was just like, damn. But then I will say, one of those beautiful moments, I was in the carp, and then Z, shout out to Z wherever he is. He's lurking sometimes. I don't know. I haven't seen him online in a long time, but he showed up, and I was complaining about this exact thing about my gear, and then Z showed up and gave me a max sword that he made. It was like level, like it's like a 2497 like purple or some shit.
That's max.
And like,
Yeah,
and
that's
I was
pretty
like,
much
man,
max.
I was
Yeah,
like, bro, I
that's
was like,
max.
fuck, I was like, bro, I almost cried on stream. I was like, bro, I love you, Z. I was like,
That is
you're such a good
legendary as
person.
fuck.
And he never shows up. He's a lurker, so it was so funny. He never says anything to chat, but I'd
Yeah.
always see him because he
Mhm.
was always on back then. Patchy, rest in peace, Patchy.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. So when Patchy used to exist, it was a pirate mini game. That was also a sign for me to keep streaming Brighter Shores
Oh
because there
yeah,
was a
true.
fucking pirate mini game, and you had doubloons, and I was ranked high up in there. Like I was ended up being like ranked like 6 or something or 5, like high up there for the most doubloons. And like I was like, I have to be ranked 1. I was trying my hardest. I gambled so much and lost ranks so many times. If I would have just not gambled, I think I would have maybe ended up number 1. But Z was number 1.
Yeah.
That's my whole point. Z
You
won
won
like
big.
80K like one day on, who's it? Pasticio? Who the fuck was it? I
I
forgot.
thought that was
Unbees.
Madre's.
Vorpal?
Oh, was
Madre
it
Was
had
it
a big
Vorpal?
pot
I thought it was
too.
Unbees, but yeah, it's probably Vorpal. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the Paxi team, but if they ever bring it back, I had to switch to Microscape, but like
Right.
I love idle games on Twitch, and that is a big influence on my 24/7 stream too. Is the idle games? That is a big driver. In fact, most of my
Dude.
24 streams can probably be attributed to idle
Yeah.
games.
Well, yeah, and dude, and like you were saying at the beginning, I can't remember if we had recorded that or not, but dude, if you and Bones start if you guys code an idle game, we're there, bro. Like I'm there. So
Yeah,
fucking please, dude,
yeah.
that'd be sick.
Bones,
I'll
Yeah.
absolutely
Bones,
showcase your shit.
bro. Bones had a fucking prototype that was crazy. It was actually super sick. It was like an MMO, like it
Yeah.
was just like Microscape, but like it was crazy. I'd have to
I
show you guys the
saw a
link.
tiny bit of it. Like I saw a little
Yeah,
bit of it, but yeah, not like an actual
yeah. We had it for a
polished
little bit.
version.
We were like testing it, and like it was crazy. Like yeah, me and Bones, like we haven't, like I need to get back into coding some fun shit. I've been like taking a break from it while I like cool off from the app, and then
Yeah.
still do some tweaks here and there for them while bugs come up, but it's mostly just maintenance now. But yeah, basically, um yeah, so basically finish the carp grind, and then I basically hop back onto the combat grind, and that's kind of where my count left off. Basically, was like
Yeah.
my goal is to come back, and then so that's the thing is right now I'm doing a 24/7 stream. Once I finish this goal, my goal is to come back to Brighter Shores and do another 24/7 stream to max woodcutting.
Yeah.
I had a few goals. My goal was to max the forest. My goal was to max the forest entirely, because I do really like the forest cape is one of my favorite capes actually, because I'm a cape chaser, so like I don't care about
I like
ranks
it a lot
or
too,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I love the episodic forest cape. I thought it was always a beautiful cape, and so basically, so I plan to max forest. I plan to max Chronopolis again, and my 24/7 streams will most likely be around these grinds. So shore streams are just going to be mixed in with other games as 24/7 streams for now.
Hell yeah, dude.
But I got to mix it up and just like keep myself not burnt out too. And I think I hit that point. I think a lot of us hit that point, and I think
Yep.
it's important to talk about that. Anyone that's feeling that way about any game, like there's so many more things to do. Like
Log
play
out.
any other
Yeah.
game. Yeah, like there's
Yeah.
so much shit to do. And like
Detox. Yeah, it's a
read a
detox.
book, go to the zoo. Like I don't know,
Take a
man. Like
break.
grab
Be
an
passive.
instrument, just something to mix up the brain signals. Like everything's good in moderation, even water. Like you can die from drinking too much water. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like it's
Yeah.
like, and that's a vital life story. You know what I mean? You can die from eating too much food. Like it's happened to people. Like it's
Yep.
crazy. You know what I mean? So like anything, it really goes for anything, even stuff more basic in video gaming. They're very addictive. There are, they do, subscribe to game theories and addictive loops, and anyone's burned out. The game's always there. You know what I mean? I always worry when I would see these guys do these grinds, because like I'm a very like long-term marathon streamer. Yes, it maybe took me longer to max carp, but I still got ranked 28. You know what I
You
mean?
still
Like,
got it done,
and
bro.
I didn't kill myself. You know what I
Tortoise in
mean?
the
I
hair,
didn't.
bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. It's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like
Yeah.
I'm a very like chip away at the iceberg type of thing, and like yes, it's gonna take a while, but at the end of the day, the sculpture is gonna end up probably being a little better than hamming it through. It's like,
Yeah.
it's not good for anyone, and it's like, But there are times where you got to put down, and then sometimes you don't. And like, as long as you don't suffer mentally or physically, health wise, like that's really the whole
That's all
point,
that matters. Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, and then some people thought my 24/7 would be me playing 24/7. Now I have
Yeah,
done some 24/7 marathons. I'll put like a countdown on the screen. I've only done it a couple times, and I'd basically play. I would try to play straight for 24 hours, and like those are never my favorite streams to do. You know what I mean? Like, but sometimes they would just get me over a hump or something. Like if I'm really stuck on something complex or I really need to focus on a task, because I'm always adjacently doing stuff, and that's why I love games like this, because you can be very active, you can also be very passive. Like there's all these different activities mixed in, right? So you can kind of choose your level of like ADHD almost. You know what I mean? Like choose your own ADHD. It's like, and like it's
getting
always like
better by
off
the
on the
week,
side
yeah.
clicking.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly, and they're connect to other skills. And I was very happy to see that they added 250 carp requirement. That honestly, when
Yeah,
I
dude.
logged in, that I did the
Yeah.
quest. I hate quests. I'm a
Yep.
very anti-quester in all my
Same.
games. Like in all my games, I hate quests. I don't
Yep,
like
same.
NPCs. I don't like following what these guys tell me what to do, because I'd rather interact with players and like talk to other people. Like that's really to me
That's
the
why
beauty of
quest
MMO,
guides
not
are awesome. Yeah,
NPCs.
quest guides are beautiful. Yep. Community
Yeah, exactly.
created.
Totally. And so basically, like for me, like I did the B quest, but when I saw that he did a level 250 carp, I was like, oh, they're about to cook. And I knew. As soon as I
Yeah.
saw that, I knew he was about to start cooking on high level shit. Because I think I messaged you about this, Zhej. I think I sent you
Yeah.
a message. I was like, bro, they added a level 250 carp requirement. And like
You
that made my
posted it in our
grind.
trio chat. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that grind made me feel so like coming back from doing such a hard grind. That was probably one of the best times I felt coming back to the game. And I think they need to focus on that stuff for the long term guys who
And they
put
are.
in work early in the game.
Yo,
And they are. They're starting to build out
Obviously,
shit.
yeah.
Like,
they're doing it.
they added more stuff,
Yo,
right?
it's official. No, it's official. Like, yo, before that used to be the meme, oh, post 200, now it's milestone 4, but this thing, anything past this is cosmetic. No,
No,
no longer.
not
That's not
anymore.
the
Yeah.
case. Start level up your skills, buddies. If you're listening to this,
Yeah. All of you.
cast, yo, set up passive. Just set it up,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah.
It's not gonna hurt you, bro. Even if
It's
it,
not bad.
2 extra
You
1,
know
who
what?
cares? Just
I'm gonna
get
start
something
passive
going.
right now.
Do it. It's so worth it.
Yo,
Seriously.
anything.
And
Just
like
anything.
so
Doesn't
many
matter.
people,
Whatever you want.
like as casual and like bland as it was back then, so many people got base 200. If they come back now, they actually have shit to do. It's not
Exactly.
just a plain Jane until 500 anymore. You can actually do a bunch of fucking stuff now. Everything's
Yep.
so
Yeah.
different. You can actually bank your stuff. You don't have to drop your shit on the ground to feel good about XP anymore. You can fucking bank
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
If you're a guild member, you're gonna profit like a motherfucker, dude. It's gonna feel good.
Yep.
It's
100%.
so fucking it's so good.
And yo, I'm just gonna talk real quick about my story because I heard about by the way I was lurking a stream today, right? It just so happened to be apparently there's some grinder. He was a pretty good grinder too. He topped a couple leaderboards or one of them if I remember right. And apparently he's taking a break. And I was like, yo, because I just heard about it. I don't talk to this person. I was like, yo, whoever is in contact with this person, just let them know. Revolt, aka Zhej, they were away for 2 months. They regret being away and not setting up passive. Guarantee you, once this game, because it's only a matter of time. This game's gonna get even crazier. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. Everyone's number one regret. Oh man, I wish I set up passive every night. I wish I did passive. Everyone, their mother's gonna say that, and I'm just gonna be like, yo, I told you so.
Yeah.
But you won't know until you know, basically, until you suffer.
Mhm.
And hopefully it's a day, a week maybe where you kind of regret it as opposed to it being 2 years, because if it's 2 years, just think about all those levels you missed out. Like, oh my
I'm
goodness.
telling you, that's what I think we said that on the
Yeah.
last I think we said that exact same thing on the last podcast, because I said I seen people in these chats coming out of the woodwork after 2 months be like, I haven't passed in 2 to 3 months, and they're like, and I don't even think I care. And I was like, dude, that's
Yo.
that's a bad, insane statement.
That's bad.
That means log in right now is what that fucking means.
Because
Oh,
present
bro.
you doesn't understand what's going on.
you don't get
Future
it.
you is gonna be like, yo, screw you, asshole.
Yeah.
Why did you do this to me?
Yeah.
Like,
Like it's free 500.
because it happened to me. It happened to me.
Yeah,
for Merchant Man, I would have been done already.
You missed out on a full 500. I'm sorry to say.
Mhm.
You did.
Basically, yeah.
Meanwhile, I finished
I have
mine.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. I probably missed on like 2 now. At this
Oh,
point.
you've missed out on
That's
2.
awesome.
You have.
Oh,
You
yeah,
at least 2.
you Yeah, one, just about two.
I could
Just
have been
about
done. I
two.
could have my forest cave.
You would
See,
be
if
able.
that's not a
Yeah, you
lesson
would
for
have
you
been
guys.
done.
I don't know what is.
Yeah, you would have been. You would have been able to finish woodcutter, and you'd be just finishing botany, basically. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's
Oh, man.
That's so funny.
it's almost fact actually, yeah, because it's been about close-ish to 9 months, I think, right? Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that. So
yeah.
that's you would be finishing you'd be close to finishing your second 500 through purely
Yeah.
just passive.
Yeah, basically stopped playing around, like actively really playing. I was passiving for like a couple months after, for a while just on combat. I've just been doing passive combat basically. That's where I literally ended up. I think.
Dude, that's a good one to do. It's a gold generator, so that's a good
Yeah,
one, bro.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
you're
I
gonna
was
have
just, I
wealth
was.
pots. And your guild members, you can buy wealth pots, bro. That'll spam even more fucking gold for you.
True.
Oh, exactly.
And by the way,
It's
they
like,
increased it too. Like now, like there's higher tier wealth pots, higher tier XP pots, higher tier strength
Yep.
pots. There's everything
Everything's
got
higher.
way buffed. It's it's alchemy's
I'm,
OP,
like, exploring right now.
carpenter's OP.
Yo.
Alchemy's so OP. Like Captain, I even want to say, damn near, dude, throw your KP into fucking alchemy or something. Like do something. Alchemy
Yeah,
is so
it's-
necessary. It's like God given
Alchemy's
you're a
crazy,
God,
bro.
it is God given you're a guild member and you can trade for this shit. But dude, alchemy is you're gonna want to save yourself as much gold as you can.
They gave me 94 knowledge points.
Knowledge potions, right? Yeah, I thought you were about to say gold. I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah,
but-
Nah, they did give me some gold, but I have 13 gold right now.
that's not terrible. It's something. It's something.
That's not even-
That's some
it's-
substance. It's substance.
I wasn't that
Eh.
broke when I left, so yeah, they put
Yeah,
some money in my
that's
pocket. I
right,
can
true,
look the
that's
other way.
right.
Put some money in my pocket. I can look the other way, Andrew. It's all good.
So
Yo,
I'll hide
I
the body for you,
survived
Andrew.
this
Don't worry.
game. I survived this game, I think, like 2 to 3 months with like barely any gold, bro. I don't know
me
how
too.
that.
I was
We're
borrowing
making
money.
a
I was
t-shirt.
borrowing money.
Oh,
my
man.
kneecaps were in danger for like
Dude.
3 months doing the finishing the carpenter grind.
Boys,
I
let's
was
make a
expecting any
shirt.
time.
Let's
I was
make
like,
a
the Bear
shirt.
Clan's gonna show up. They're about to literally break my kneecaps any day. I was like, I'll pay you guys back first, and then I paid Storm back. And no, actually, Edgar paid. What I did is a classic Ponzi scheme. I had Edgar pay back, fucking Edgar pay back Grizz, and Edgar. Well, I didn't actually. Okay, so this is a funny story, and I talked about this last time, and like I'll keep it brief, but like basically. Like I borrowed gold from other people, and Edgar decided to pay back the other guys because he kept asking me because we were trying to, other stuff, and then he was like, "What do you owe? Who do you owe? What do you owe? Blah blah." And I was like, I told him who I owe, what I owe, and he went off on his own volition, like fucking Agent AI over here, like CIA in this bitch, and he FBI. I don't even know. He literally went around, messaged these guys, like paid off Stormin all of a sudden. So Stormin messaged me like, "Oh yeah, Edgar paid for you." Blah blah. I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, "Here's a bunch of poles that I owe you. Here's like level 500, 400 poles, whatever, for blacksmith." And then what's funny is basically him and Grizz apparently, I didn't know about this. They apparently had business before I was involved, okay? And apparently when Grizz started their clan, I don't know if they still do this, but their clan used to run stuff for people because they joined like late actually when into Brighter Shores. Like the Grizz group and Bear Clan showed up later, and they've been a force on the game though, 100%. You know what I mean? Doing the news
Yeah,
things
with
and
trade-
doing the trading
I'm
square.
sure
I
they
showed up
still
to the
do,
trading
yeah.
squares. Yeah, I showed up to the trading squares for the first like couple. I was there selling shit. I was giving shit away. I was like, bro, I don't even want these fucking whatever the fuck these are from combat. Literally, I was like, who wants free shit? And I was literally giving shit away. I don't give a fuck. And like, I was like Robin Hood over here. And like, basically, like. Yeah, but basically, like, so they had some beef, I guess, where like he was supposed to run some items for Edgar. Edgar had like hella gold. Edgar's, baller, I guess. And then he basically was having him run items, but the guy actually ran the wrong items, and they had like a little beef. And then the guy, like Grizz, did end up running the items he said he was going to originally do, and just gave them to Edgar. So so he made up for it, right? But I think Edgar's a little salty about that. He's just kind of like, oh, I don't know about this guy, because Edgar thought he was scamming him, and like he's like, you're a scammer. So Edgar's
Oh
like
my
really quick to call him a scammer. And I guess he really pissed off Grizz with that. And then when he paid off Grizz, apparently he like was like, well, you tried to scam me before, so I only want to pay you half, and here's a bunch of shit you don't even want.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
And then fucking Grizz messages me on Discord. This is like, this is so funny in retrospect.
because
Honestly,
you had nothing
So
to
Grizz-
do with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like getting
You were
blindsided.
just
I was like,
there,
I
yeah.
was like, oh, this is why you don't. This is why kids you don't borrow. money
God, yeah.
going to like oh my god, all this drama I didn't know. How would I know this knowledge? Like, like give me a chance. Like fuck. Like, and then basically like Grizz messages me and he's like okay, next time we do a deal like that, can we please just keep it between us, blah blah. And I was like, bro, I didn't know Edgar was gonna message you just because he slyly asked me. He wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go like talk to him, blah blah. He just asked me, he's like oh, who owes you? And he just asked me so casually. I was like, okay, and then I told him I didn't think like I just willfully I didn't even think about it. I was like, okay, just like moving on with my life, and like I don't fucking know. It's so fucking funny.
Edgar's
learned a
playing
little bit about
Godfather. He's playing Godfather in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah,
You know
real-
nothing of it. Yeah.
He's
Edgar's
looking
a
out.
gangster.
Jeez.
I was like, he's from New
Yo.
Jersey. I think it actually makes sense.
Yeah,
Actually,
He got
Lore-wise.
moves, bro. He got moves.
Oh fuck, he's in New Jersey. He learned from the
Yo.
mobsters. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, did I actually track Sopranos took place in New Jersey? I don't know. Anyway, so
Yo.
fucking oh man. So basically, like Grizz messages me and he's just like, and I basically felt bad and I gave Grizz like basically extra gold, and I just basically kind of like gave him a little like tip or bonus. I don't fucking know. I just threw a bunch of gold at him because at that point I had a little more gold, and then just to sweeten it, just make things smooth. I'm like, I want I didn't want fucking drama on here. Like, what the hell? And so I basically gave him some gold, and then he was chilling. Honestly, after that, like he was super happy, and like I apologized and stuff, but I was like, bro, come on, Edgar, what the fuck? But I didn't know
That's
about it. But
fucking
it's just so funny.
hilarious.
It's like some drama on the trading. This is why I trade for the drama.
Oh, I love that shit. It's not because it wasn't even like it might sound worse than it was. It was more it was more funny than anything. Like it was actually just hilarious. Like it was not that bad, but it was just more like it was just funny because he went behind your back in a sense. Was like I'm gonna pay off your debt by using my my past scammed fucking factor and just and wipe away like 10 to 20% of Captain's debt here by extorting the fuck out of Grizzly, basically. Just quick.
Facts.
That was fun. That's
I just ran to
fun,
Zhej in game.
Yeah, let's go.
We're by the monument right now.
Whoa. Oh, you guys are in
We're by the
Hope.
monument.
I'm forging, bro. I'm forging.
I was actually
Forging
going to the
above, bro.
passive at Pirate Hideout, so I didn't even know you were there because
Yeah.
I was going to the Pirate Hideout for the passive right now in combat, and I just saw him. I was like, wait, what? That was.
Yo, you know what's funny? You caught me at the moment I just leveled up. Right now I'm 546 right now, so I got 4 more levels till I get the milestone 6, baby.
Let's go.
When do you get,
It's funny
pieces right away?
What happened?
Do you get monument pieces right away at 6? I don't.
Well, right now, no, you
no,
don't.
you
You get them at
don't,
25. You get them at 25, and
Yeah,
then you get
I
them at
see
42.
I see that. Is that
And,
every? Is that every milestone?
So every milestone, yeah,
Oh,
it's
it
25
is,
for the stone
yeah.
ones, and the stone ones are the ones that gets you the fish bonuses for each particular category, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And yo, this is actually one thing I haven't seen yet because they did something for the stone, right? And they put the venture as the the top reward for completing the whole monument. I wonder what they're gonna do about Jade. Because Jade still needs to. It doesn't have a reward attached to it yet. They're probably gonna do something later. I'm just not sure what
you're
exactly.
Right. You're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is the first time I haven't seen anyone talking about this yet. If anyone in the cast is listening, what do you think they're gonna be adding? For Jade.
Yeah. Comment. Comment
free to
below.
comment in the
Seriously.
chat.
Comment.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yep. I don't have any thought through it yet, but I mean, it's got to be something. It's got to be something half decent, brother. If they just did Fisher, I would assume they're gonna do. I mean, you'd think they do Chef or Alchemy, something with Hope for it. But I would hope it's even better than that. I hope it's truthfully better. Yeah, they're cooking back there, bro. They're cooking something good.
Definitely.
But
for sure.
I wanted to go back, though, Captain. What is your? I don't remember if I asked this. What's your least favorite profession? I can't remember if we went over that one. I know I asked a couple different questions, which I'll probably ask again, but. Yeah, what's your least?
None of them in game. Let me look at the. Okay,
first. You're in game now.
First, 100%. It's gotta be. 100%. Yep, I already know. It's gotta be Chef.
I was just about to say. I thought I might. Yeah, I was just about to say it's Chef.
I have 0 EXP in Chef. I'm proud to say
the
I have
Haram
0
Man mode.
EXP.
Haram Man mode.
Yep, exactly.
Yes, right.
Exactly. You already know this is going. You already know. So basically, I'm in Haram Man mode right now because the first thing you have to cook is bacon related, and so I just I can't progress without cooking bacon. So yeah, I'm gonna send that's the first email I'm gonna send to Andrew.
Dude, please. Even as a joke, that's perfect. Seriously, that's perfect. And then just see if he's like, all right, level 5.
I want him to swap it with jellied eels. Come on, man.
That's hilarious.
Just swap it. Just swap it. I
just so
feel
you
like
can
if
at least
variety
get level
MMOs can have
5, yeah.
fucking sway over some bullshit, like let me swap bacon sandwich
Dude.
and then
Oh my goodness.
I'll skip every bacon dish. You know, if I'll go 500 chef if he switches it.
Oh man.
I'll swear on it right now. Like you watch me go for 500 chef, like no one thought it would ever happen
fuck.
in the history of Ferda Shores, but it could happen, Andrew. It could happen if he
so
switches
goddamn
bacon.
fucking funny.
Oh fuck!
And
But
then
you know,
is
but yeah.
carp technically your favorite then?
I think honestly, I think combat is my favorite. I
Okay,
want to say
so
combat's my
combat as
favorite.
okay, so if you were to take combat out, like as just like a skill profession per se, would you say
Yeah.
carp then?
Oh yeah,
obviously?
100%.
Okay,
Carpenter's the shit.
okay, that makes
It's
sense.
so fun.
That adds
And then
up.
and then I've always loved woodcutting. Like in RuneScape, like I was a big woodcutter. Like I'm not even kidding. When I was a kid, I used to be on some savage shit with myself. I was on some child labor union laws on my own self. So I would basically like come home from school, right? I'd be like, I have
Start
to
the
chop
timer.
500 U logs. No, I'd be like, I have to chop 500 U logs before I can go have any enjoyment in this game, and that would be Castle Wars.
Oh,
So
what the
every
fuck?
single day,
Oh,
like a
man.
quota. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not bullshitting. I would literally every single day I'd come home. I'd be like, I gotta chop 500. That was my daily quota on weekdays, right? On weekends, the quota doubled to 1,000 on me. So
Oh my god.
I would be like, okay, I gotta chop 1,000 new logs before I can play Castle Wars, and then I would play Castle Wars till I pass out
Yeah.
every single night. Every single night. What's funny is so like my mom would be like, it would be like 9. I would get home from school, immediately jump on the computer, start playing games, start playing fucking. This is RuneScape like 2005, you know, like era, right?
Yeah.
And I was basically like be chopping fucking U logs every single day, U logs, then Castle Wars, U logs, and Castle Wars. It was so much fun. And every night my mom would yell at me to go to sleep, so I'd go lay down for a bit, wait till she falls asleep, go back on the computer downstairs. A few times she did catch me and yell at me, and then I would be playing till like 3 in the morning. And then what's funny is like, tell me why my niece, she's a big nerd and she loves playing video games and shit, and she just got caught and her phone taken away for sneaking and playing games on her phone at 3 a.m. every night for like the last week. And being exhausted, I'm like, oh shit, she's got it too.
She's a real one.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta grind on Roblox. What do you mean?
Oh fuck.
Like, who's gonna grow these plants? So fuck. That's so funny. You know, she loves like stuff like Among Us and Minecraft. I got her into Minecraft when she was like 4, and she's been like obsessed with Minecraft. Like every time I see her, we have to play Minecraft together. Like
It's such a good game.
you know,
it's
but
actually such a good game. Fuck.
yeah.
They got
But if anyone's
combat
feeling burnt out,
Minecraft,
spend
too.
some time with your family. You
yeah.
know what I mean? They
Combat
do love
Minecraft.
you. Most,
Yo,
but fuck, man.
combat's the big thing that I do want us to touch on too, because like, I mean, yo, Captain, as
Touch.
far as I know so far, you're the guest that has the most combat. You know, I mean, correct me if I'm
Literally.
wrong. Like we had Prague, we had Dougie. You're as of right now, you are the combat guy amongst all of us, because I barely do combat.
Yeah, even all my combat combined is probably just less than what yours is, hilariously
yeah.
enough. So yeah.
So Captain, that being said, because you know I've heard stuff. People were like, "Oh, special attacks." Like, yeah, we need them in the game. Do you feel that special attacks is just one all end all solution
It's
for
not.
making combat?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think combat's gonna take PvP. It's gonna take a combination. I think it's gonna take like a lot more, and I also think they're going for more of a RuneScape Classic route where it's like it's not really too interactive. So I don't see them
Might be
adding
right,
too many
truthfully.
interactive
Yeah.
components.
You might
That's
be
the
right.
vibe that's giving, and
Chess
I like AFK shit. Like that's the thing is like, I kind of like the idea that it's all RNG based because I'm a big turn based fan about shit, and like there's some mechanics to healing and stuff, which I don't know how that's gonna work in PvP. I feel like they might even just not allow healing during PvP. I don't fucking know because like I don't know, like
Damn.
I don't know because like
Maybe that's
why
what our
is someone
food's
just
for.
gonna is someone gonna pot 500 times? You know
I know
what
what you
mean?
mean. I know
Like,
what you mean. Just sit
Yeah,
there
yeah.
spamming the healing pot the whole goddamn
like
time.
I've just been thinking about it. Like I don't understand like how, but it's I feel like it's gonna be a lot of reworks in place for combat. Like the thing is, combat touches so many things, and I think why
Yeah.
combat is such like a sore spot for a lot of us. I feel like a lot of us are just kind of waiting for combat because combat ties into almost everything else potentially in a way. You know what I mean? It's like the overarching skill
Yeah.
between and everything. So it's like, so to me, like combat is at least like, you know, the thing is like these are the kind of games where everyone gets out of everything they want. Someone could be like a level 3 skill who never touched combat and have many thousands of hours, right?
Me.
That's the beauty
Yeah.
of these games. It's kind of a choose your own journey. But combat is just one of those things. It's a huge chunk of it. It, you know, just tied into like drops and like the armor system. And, you know, I'm thinking in my mind, like, and if I'm gonna try and predict some shit. What I think is gonna happen is they're gonna at the same time drop a combat rework with the next episode, because the next episode is going to introduce, I think, everything that they've been talking about. Because if I was them, that's what I would do. Because if you think about it, the next episode is about to drop the armorer skill. It's about to drop the things, because right now we can't make armor in the game. They're good.
Yep.
That's on the next episode. Like there's going to be leather things, so it makes me wonder if they're going to end up adding, like, I don't know, like other like leather stuff,
range
like who
armor.
knows. Yeah, maybe ranged armor. Like I could see them honestly like making combat really in depth too, because they did invent RuneScape's combat. RuneScape's combat is actually one of the more in depth combat MMOs when you really get down
It's
to
so
it.
fucked, but
And like
Yeah.
yeah, it's fucked
it
in a
is,
good
it
way.
is
In a
because of
good
the tick
way,
system.
like yeah.
Yeah, it is because of the tick system. So I'm excited to
Tick
see what
system,
they
yeah.
do without the tick system,
I'm
because to
obsessed with the
me
tick
that's
system,
also
truthfully, yeah.
that to me is like one of the biggest limitations about RuneScape, and that's one of my biggest feedbacks on RuneScape is I actually hate the 0.6 tick limit. It just feels so archaic, and like it's just like I don't know, like I get it, the nostalgia and the classic, but like I always wanted a successor to RuneScape anyway, and that's the way I look at Brighter Shores. Brighter
Yeah,
Shores
Yeah.
is
It
this
is.
what I call it is a spiritual successor, where it's, yes, it's not the sequel to RuneScape, but it's the same spirit of RuneScape is what's happening.
And
You know
classic,
what I
yeah.
mean?
And the spirit of
Yeah,
classic as well,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I feel like it's going back to their early days of video games, and like, and that's then tying into that, like, one of the reasons I especially will play Brighter Shores for a long time is the fact that there's no MTX. They released it at $6 subscription. I actually did the math
Yeah.
when this came out, and $6 a month is about It's cheaper than when RuneScape came out per month. When RuneScape came out, RuneScape
What
was
the
$5 a month,
fuck?
right? If you count for
Oh, for
inflation right now,
Inflation, yeah.
inflation,
Well,
dude.
think
and
about
Captain,
it.
and that's the biggest thing right now is dude, three character slots, and meanwhile Jagex is
3
raising
character
price
slots.
on one.
On
And that's the
one.
thing, is the
It's
Gowers were
pretty
never
harsh.
greedy. The
No,
Gowers were not greedy, and that's
yeah,
why I
they are
also
not.
I'm a very moralistic. Like I like to give money. Like the only way like really this world works is who you give money to at the end of the day, right? And like
Sure.
that's the only thing fucking rich people in power respond to is money. Like think about it, when they like canceled Jimmy Kimmel, what they respond to? People unsubscribing from the streaming
Yeah, they
services.
lost their
You know
shit.
what I
Yeah,
mean? Yeah, they're like, oh
over
shit,
money.
actually, we'll reverse any decision and override anyone, because at the end of the day, they're slaves to the money, not like they use the money to enslave like the president, like the government, whatever. I'm not gonna get too deep into that shit, but
Yeah.
basically,
No, yeah.
like it's just funny. It's just like at the end of the day, it's exactly why I think, like, especially when 2 years ago when Brighter Shores came out, like getting into this topic, like basically RuneScape at the time did a survey saying, would you guys pay for customer support? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
as someone who worked in the software world for a long time, like, are you guys mental? Like, support is always included. Like, that is just
Exactly.
like, it's
Excuse
crazy. And so
me.
there was a huge
Yeah.
uproar. A bunch of people went to Brighter Shores at that time, and Brighter Shores
Yes.
had extra staying power. And I at the time was like, oh shit, Jagex fucked up. This is the time for them to clamp down. And then I think at that time, like, I think a lot of us, because like Brighter Shore's early development was very fast paced. Like they were doing a lot of patches and updates, and I think some of us, especially some of the guys that are extra salty, but I'm personally not, because I'm a developer and I know how it goes.
Yeah.
And like some like and basically like a bunch of guys I think were used to that pace. And when I've been thinking about it like long term, like why are people so upset at the pace of development? It was like, first, they're not developers, so they've never coded in their life, so they have no clue what it takes, especially when you involve artists and people that aren't coders, like digital artists and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Brand new
it's a
engine.
yeah, and then you have to get a new team up, and it's a brand new company, and like, you know what I mean? It's like they're just getting going, and like it always takes time to get started. No one jumps on a bike and starts riding perfectly. You know what I mean? And like basically like or some people do, but it's very rare. You know what I mean? That ever happens.
Yeah.
And like, but yeah, it's just one of those like I don't know, they did a lot of updates, and then I think the whole like legal thing that they ran into, I think they like pulled back on the updates, and I think the initial feedback about the episode of combat really threw them for a loop. I think
Absolutely.
Andrew was totally in the mindset of like, people are gonna love this shit, you know what I mean? And when he got slapped back with the
It's
feedback, I
so
think he was
good.
like, yeah, he was just like, wait, what? He was like, like,
It is
you know what I
good.
mean? I think yeah, they would have just let him do his original design. I think,
man.
like I wish,
Original
like I always
spot.
joke about there being
Yeah.
Brighter Shores Classic, and like going back to before all these days, like bring.
That's why I liked what you said though about like PvP or whatever, or like the finishing of combat dropping with episode 5 is that's why I'm hoping, if that is a factor, fucking just
Yeah.
re-release episodic combat with that. That's how
Yeah.
that's how you could, because I've been thinking about it forever. How could they do if they were to drop it with Stonemaw? I guess they technically could if they wanted to. They would have to
Yeah.
really do a minor actually, yeah, it wouldn't even be an insane overhaul in my head. Like it would be in
Yeah.
terms of the fact that we haven't had episodic combat in like a fucking year now. But
Yeah,
we all
I'm
but
about
that's
to
all
send
but we've
emails
been
to Andrew.
missing it.
Yeah.
We've been missing it
Dude.
for that year. We want it back. If they were to drop episodic with Stonemaw,
Yo.
brother, fuck.
Timmy, also, let me cut you off a little bit. Yeah,
Do
no,
it.
no,
Cut me.
No, if they
if they brought
like a
back-
the watch person, oh my god.
Yeah, no,
that
that's
was
what I'm
shit
saying. Yo,
bricks.
if they brought
Yo.
it back, dude, it's simple because all they could do. Look, Project Milestone, it's a success. It's easier to frickin' level the mines, brother. You guys have absolutely
Yeah,
no
you have
excuse.
no
Coming
excuse.
from an OG, by the way, that suffered,
Twice.
yes, twice. I suffered
Right.
twice. Yo, you guys have it so easy to level up Mine Montuman, and it's gonna get only easier.
So
So you could
so
easily
easy.
get your
It's
freaking
fun.
stats
It's
up. You can
actually
make all
fun
the
now,
the
yeah.
freaking weapons you want, bro.
This is fun
And you're
now.
gonna have a fun time doing it compared to when me and everyone else and their mother did it.
Yeah.
That was racing for leaderboards.
Yeah.
Like yo, and
Just
that
like
should
how,
be
just
in-
like how Hopeport's getting easy as fuck. Exactly. The whole game's the whole game's like that. Yep. It's great. Yep.
and in my opinion, that should be it. Yo, if you want the best stuff for combat, do the mines, man. It exists for a reason.
Yeah, for combat.
There's
yeah,
a purpose
exactly, yeah.
behind every single grind, and there should be.
Yep. And then go get your leatherworking done, get your merchant up if you want to save some cash, but mainly get your leatherworking up and get those fucking hides ready for armor. If you love PvP and if you love fucking
Exactly.
combat, get your shit to do. You just didn't do it.
Yo,
Yeah.
Be ready so you don't have to get ready. You know what I mean?
I do.
That's just it.
I do. That's like Captain logged in me. He's like, yeah, you're right. I should be passiving. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm about to set my combat passive. I've just been chilling right
Yeah,
now.
by no means are we saying subscribe, but definitely run some passives, do some
yeah.
combat.
No, I gotta do
fuck
passive
around and
combat
find out.
because one of my goals in the game is to max combat 2 at some point. And that was
Yeah.
gonna be so. I was like, after I finished my carp grind, I was trying to decide what my next grind was gonna be, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a combat grind. And then I was like, you know what, like basically, that's kind of how I transitioned to a group Ironman. Is like me and a bunch of like 2 Brighter Shore guys are doing a group Ironman because we're like, you know, let's take a pause from the game. We're gonna do some other shit, and we're just gonna let them cook, and we'll be back. And that's kind of
Yeah.
like 3 of us are literally waiting, you
Yeah.
know, playing other games just to come back to it eventually.
Yeah,
You know, and I
and many
think,
people are on that boat too.
A
So,
lot,
yeah.
yeah, thousands,
lot of people.
thousands actually. Funny, like legit, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and the fact that, you know, I feel like they're not greedy. They're like, you know, this is the time for Brighter Shores for people literally looking for a game like RuneScape.
That's
Like,
right.
this is the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
All I'm gonna say too, the economy is only. I hate saying it this way, but yo, as far as I know, the economy is only getting worse. So as far as accessibility goes, yo,
Oh,
your $6 a
gosh.
month, put that in the Brighter Shore, you'll be good.
Yeah, it's not going to
3
corporate equity.
characters
too.
too. Like I said, 3 characters is so
characters.
enticing, and you got 'cause that way you can have 2 traders and a lone wolf, 2 lone wolves, a trader,
Exactly.
3 traders. If
3
you're a
traders.
dude. That's what I mean. Like you can
Set them up, passive, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
Yep.
Make money on the
Yep.
side, or make pots on the side, whatever you don't want to do. You know.
Yep, exactly. bro.
Sheesh.
Right, exactly. Are you guys see them doing combat right now?
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
that,
you
brother.
said that
Oh my
pass-
god. Oh my god, he's got the maw chest head. I didn't dude, you're
I love
beautiful.
the maw
It's so
chest.
beautiful.
Someone, Stormin said that I looked like the guy from Galactus from the Fantastic Four movie, and I felt that so much. Because I loved Galactus in that movie. I was like,
That's really
yes.
funny. Oh my god, I love
Like,
that
and
so
with this
much.
with the pink armor, like it fits so well with the market.
Brother, that is
This
beautiful.
goes hard on this fucking account. God damn.
No, your account
Yeah, the thing is, so that's the thing is, I
unmistakable,
did
yeah.
mess up. I did mess up because, well, in my opinion, these were the wackest. I only got the black one because I just couldn't
Whoa.
honestly do it.
Oh yeah,
at
the
time.
top hats.
So I did not
Christmas.
perfect getting every because I
Oh,
unsub.
shit. I don't blame
The
you.
only
actually.
reason, the thing is, like when I got the first hat, I put it on and I was like, these are hideous. I don't even want this. And then I literally was
Yeah.
like, you know, I know there's scarves in the hats, but to
Fuck a
me,
scar.
out of all
Oh,
the other
man,
ones,
scarf.
like I was so disappointed by this one. I won't lie. The last Christmas one, which I feel they were probably
Dude,
just
I
like, you know what,
respect
let's just
that.
throw something out. But I just like couldn't do it. I got the black one. I was like, nope, not my vibe. But I did all the you know what I mean. I got every other one.
Dude,
But if you look
yeah.
at what's funny is so this black one. So I did and I loved the first Christmas event was so beautiful in the game, and I loved that method
Yeah.
where you were just just training the game and getting the reward.
And you could
And I
trade
kinda
with
like-
each other too. Yeah, that
and you
was
could
sick
trade
as
with each
fuck.
other, and
Obviously,
like
they
it
were like
was beautiful.
Yeah.
they were like beta
Oh, I
testing
love that.
trader. They're but still, yeah.
And I ended up, and it was just kind of cool to see the spread of the RNG. Long term, it did like it was weirdly mathematically beautiful in a weird way, because if you played long enough, you actually the RNG did end up spreading evenly across all the hats. For a while, it seems like
Yeah.
each one. It made me think about
Actually,
math in a weird way. You know
I
what I'm
gotta look
saying?
at
Like,
mine now. Yeah.
yeah, if you didn't trade or anything, if you kept all the
Yeah.
ones, they should roughly be all around the
yeah.
same.
So
number.
I have anywhere between 48 or no 40. Yeah, they're all within 40 to 60 basically. Like they're all. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got
so
a ton of 40s, ton of 50s, a ton of 46. Like all the pudding hats are like 46, 46, 46, 44, 43, but then 66 for one of them. So it does. There are some RNG variables, but yeah, then the Santa hat, same thing, 55, 58, 52.
Yeah, once you zoom out enough, eventually, like they do. If you just if that event kept going, you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
what's funny is
yeah.
I only have one black Santa hat because there was a guy who was doing a black Santa hat collection.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I basically was like, and he joined my stream, and he was like, on my stream, he was like, I'm doing a collection of black Santa hats. He was like, please, he's like, can I have all your black Santa hats? And I had
Oh
like
my god.
35. I had like 35. So if you look at my hats, like
Yeah,
there's a
there's
little bit of
one.
history in here. You can see there's only one black Santa, and I was like, give me all your red and pink ones. And I always rock the pink one usually.
Yeah, the pink.
And like this is like my
That is
most
your.
classic.
I love
outfit.
that outfit. That's my favorite outfit for you for sure.
Bro, I used to like. I remember when I used to walk around Canopolis with my gear. People would literally stop me like,
They
"Yo,
would draw.
this shit is icy." Like I would literally get compliments on, man. Like I was so sad when they took away my gold weapons and shit. The armor's still nice though, honestly. At least they kept like the armor design didn't really. They didn't really nerf that. They really just nerfed the weapon designs actually.
Go back to your transmog.
Yeah.
I want to see your. Scroll all the way down. Yeah, we see Zhej. We got to get this guy the Robert Red Eye disguise. This guy needs it.
Oh,
It's a
he
quest,
does
right?
need it.
You need
Oh,
to
he
do the new
needs it.
friend quest. You need that bad, brother.
Yeah,
you would rock
bro.
the fuck out of that, Captain.
You would rock
actually
it.
you need you. What the? I'm
That's
actually
actually a
I'm so
captain
upset
hat,
you don't
bro.
have it. It's literally
Yeah.
it's your captain's
That's
hat. How do
that's
you
your
not
hat,
have
bro.
it?
Oh,
You gotta
shit.
do it, Captain. You gotta do it.
So they
bro.
literally have
Oh
a
my
hat.
God.
They added a.
Yeah.
They added a
I-
cosmetic.
Specifically
for my
designed
quest?
for you, in a sense.
Yeah, I don't
Holy
think
shit.
Yeah,
because
it fits your
I'm
team real
recording.
good.
Yeah, because I'm recording on OBS, I can't share my shit to Discord. But yeah, I'm wearing it right now. I just threw it on for the recording. Yeah, it's dude, this is you, brother. This is you, and it
What?
matches the carp cape too. It matches the
No
carp
way.
cape as well. A
Okay,
fair
yeah,
bit. Actually, yeah, I could see it matching the carp cape.
Yo,
Yeah.
can you
I'm
see
probably
if I
gonna
share
resub then to
Captain?
get that. I will resub just to get the disguise.
Would you
Like,
say
I'll throw
that,
it
by
in
the
my
way?
notes.
Dude, it goes hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I want to. I actually haven't. I've never seen it.
How the fuck have you not? What in the tarnation?
I think I heard a while ago. I think Stormin told me that there was a like a new cosmetic or whatever tied to a quest.
Yeah,
Here.
no, it goes hard, bro.
I'm gonna post. I'll post the wiki here in the chat. It should hopefully. Yeah, there you go, Captain. It pops up. How do you not have that? And you get the eye patch
Dude,
too. You get the eye patch
Exactly.
too, Captain.
You got the combination,
That's
bro.
crazy.
You also get the eye patch plus the hat.
Yeah.
Like dude, if you don't, Captain, you have to play until you get that. No, I'm just
Yo,
I
that's
think-
a 24-hour live stream. Did all the stats and
I
everything
think
for it.
I think he'd be
It's
really
difficult.
close. Truthfully, you have
Yeah,
to be
what is-
done.
I think
It's
so,
just,
yeah.
It's just Kren stats. So like you have to be if you can't already do it, you're so close.
Is it the imposter?
Yeah, imposter. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What does it tell you? Where does it tell you the
Just
quest?
hover-
Milestone
just hover over the
117.
quest.
Yeah. Just hover over the quest and I'll tell you.
Oh.
See, they changed the Captain. They
they
overhauled the
imposter.
UI so much. Dude, this game's so good.
Dude, they've
Fuck, this
been
game's
changing so
fucking
much stuff,
good.
bro.
I got my. I can definitely do the combat part.
Wait,
But
so
yeah,
you got
detective.
you got detective to do probably, right? Oh wait, have you even done leatherworking? I don't even know.
No.
I don't think he's done leather.
I've done a
Oh
little
man,
bit
you're
of
gonna
merch.
love
Oh, you got
leatherworker,
some
bro.
chill shit to do. You got some
Yo,
epically
if you love
chill shit
carpenter,
to
bro,
do,
you
bro.
chilling with leatherworker.
Yeah, I do need to go back to Chronopolis. I
Oh,
think I'm gonna keep
brother, you're
passive
gonna
on
love
combat
it.
for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, my next 24/7 stream, I will be back on the shore streaming.
Let's go.
Back to the 24/7 stream. But it's gonna be woodcutting stream. But I think I will
You're
still
getting
sub
that hat
just to do the
first.
quest.
Getting that hat
yeah,
first.
no,
Yeah,
I think
you
I'm gonna definitely do that first.
got a woodcutting
And then
style.
I
bro,
gotta,
yeah.
I gotta start off. the 24/7 stream, the return with like a cap. I think, in fact, I'm gonna do it before. I'm gonna do it before I start the stream. I think because I
Right, yeah.
want to come
What?
back to the stream in the outfit.
Yo,
Well,
nah,
In the in the pattern.
do it with the whatchamacallit. Do the
Uh,
quest and come back at the same
yeah,
time.
exactly. I'm gonna
Trust me.
exactly
Yep,
like
yep.
I'm gonna you know what I mean. I'm gonna do it off stream. I'm gonna just come back.
I mean,
with
that's
the
fair,
thing.
brother. That's fair.
No, do it on
So you
stream.
think I
No,
should
I
do it
don't
on stream?
care. I don't care. Do it on
Okay.
stream. Do it on stream. Do it on
Okay,
stream.
I'll
Do
do
it
it
on
Or
on
at
stream.
stream.
least record
Alright,
a
thank you.
video, but yeah.
Or that, but nah, do
Or
it
on
on stream. Do
Discord.
it on stream.
Yeah, do it on stream or on Discord with
Do it
us.
on
One or
stream.
the other, yeah.
Yeah, one or the other. So at least I get the
Yeah,
content.
because then I'll record the
Ah,
Discord.
ah,
Yeah.
ah.
Yeah. No,
True.
that's sick, dude.
True,
You'll
we got
like it though.
content too.
You're gonna like the reward. I mean, you already see the reward. And it's more than that. You get more than that. You get like a sick piece
Yeah.
of Kren content that is extremely necessary to maxing Kren. So
Yo, I'm not for the cap too. The quest is pretty nice. Oh
Quest is
man.
sick. Quest is actually, yeah. You're right. You're right. Actually, you know what?
That's why. That's
You're-
why I
I
was
don't want
like,
to
yo,
spoil
stream
it.
that
Yeah,
thing.
I'm not gonna spoil it. It's actually sick.
no, but it's a good
Fuck.
one, bro. It's a good one.
Yeah.
It unlocks some new areas. I'll say that much. It's pretty dope.
Oh yeah, true.
Wait, that's dope. Yeah, that's dope. So I will return.
Yes.
My plan is to return. You know, I'm one of those people, like, I did this, you know, for many years with a lot of games, even DayZ and other games that I have. Like, I think DayZ is probably one of my other top play games. I think I have like almost 2,000 hours in DayZ.
Holy shit!
And like, yeah,
that's a
I was
lot.
honestly kind of a monster at DayZ. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys ever watch me play DayZ sometime, like, oh man, that's
I've
yeah.
seen you
I
played
don't
a
stream
little
too much,
bit, yeah.
but dude, I used to have like camps. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I love, like, for me, like, I love playing FPSs. I love playing MMOs. Those are like the two sides of gaming to me. It's like high
Yeah.
intense action type shit, and like, and DayZ had that weird kind of like skilling aspect, but very survivalistic and not technically skilling in a way, because there's no like actual levels or anything. It's just like all just stuff at the end of the day. You know, and then the other side is like MMOs, like fucking Bright Shores. So it's always so to me, it's always been like a balance of like Call of Duty. I remember when I like first quit RuneScape, I just was like a Call of Duty addict for like for many years, and then I basically came back to MMOs, and you know, but Bright Shores pulled me back into MMOs, honestly, out of like I didn't play MMOs probably since like 2012, 2013. I tried Black Desert. I've tried every
Damn.
fucking MMO you can think. I've tried almost every MMO, and honestly, like, very few games hit like the Gower's MMOs.
So it's just
honestly.
RuneScape and
True.
Brighter Shores are the ones that stood out.
It's their
obviously, yeah.
design. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Like, yes, OSRS is dope, all the content they had, blah blah. But at the end of the day, I always like think about the foundation and the framework, and everything was
created
built
the
off the backs
framework.
of their work. You know what I mean?
That's right.
It's like, yes, those guys deserve all their credit for what they've done, but like at the same time, like, people do need to put some respect on their name, on the Gower family name. You know what I mean? Like Birdman, you know, they put some respect on their name. You know what I mean? They built that shit, man. They built shit that was revolutionary, and still, you know, I think, and the way that they built up the architecture, you know, there's a Google patent. You can read that they submitted about their network architecture on Bright Shores. I found it within like
Really?
the first month of the game coming out. Yeah, it's really interesting. I think I shared it with a few people before.
That's sick.
But yeah, you can look on Google Patents. You can find research, and they submitted like and it's all about the networking setup of Brighter Shores. I think is what I got from it, but it's very fucking high level, complex shit. It's very interesting. Like, it's very interesting what they wrote, and like, I'm excited, and I've really thought about this a lot deeper. And I honestly, I think one of the reasons they're not worried about Brighter Shores is because what I think they're doing is they're building. Brighter Shores is a showcase for, I think, Brighter Shores is a. How am I gonna say this? Let me think how I'm gonna say this. Brighter Shores is like a small, like, speck of the bigger picture I think that they have. Like, I'm also gonna predict this because I've been saying this. I think the ultimate goal is to release the Fen engine to the public, because what I think they're gonna do is, because if you look at the top gaming engines, what I've noticed is more and more groups are looking for less individual, like, okay, teams used to build their own game engines in house, right? And now games, like, studios don't do that anymore. They use Unreal Engine, they use Unity, they use Godot, they use all these different things, right? And I think their goal is to enter that market with the Fen engine, because what Unreal Engine's pay structure is like is really interesting. It's basically, you don't have to pay them anything until your game makes $1 million. If your game makes more than $1 million on Unreal Engine, then you start paying them a percentage.
Yeah.
And so I think they're gonna go for a model like that. And I think Andrew's bigger vision, like Brighter Shores, is one of his like passion projects, but I feel like his like real goal is the engine behind it. And me and Bones have talked about this. Like,
Mhm.
if they release the engine, me and him are gonna try and build a game off of it. Like I have, like if he and also, I've been thinking about it deeper. It's like he's building an MMO off this engine, right? And the Brighter Shores is like, I think, more like a profile. It's gonna be like a profile showcase game for the engine. I think at some point he's gonna be like, look at what we accomplished with this engine. And I think that's why Brighter Shores on a timeline is more on a 5 to 6 year timeline, because I think in about 5 years, I think Brighter Shores will be at such a dominant point that I think it's going to be like a snowball rolling down a hill. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
why I invested early in the game. Like I don't like investing my time into things that, you know what I mean, don't pay off long term. And I think like it's going to keep getting momentum, and slowly, as they keep adding more mechanics and adding all the things that, like, I think they're steering the ship into the right direction. I feel like, and for a while I felt like it wasn't being steered in the right direction. You know what I mean? And like,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I do,
yeah.
there was a period of time where I feel like I was like, okay, like I don't know what these guys are doing. But then honestly, I don't want to be a dick. Like Samuel's a very
Yeah.
nice person, but when he left, I
Yeah.
feel like they kind of like cooked together a little bit more. Like, and I've been on like, and I'm speaking from experience of like being in charge of developers and teams with different skill sets, like sales guys and support guys and a development team. Like I used to be a product manager for a software. It's a much boring software, but it was for associations. But it was one of the like top softwares in that space, in like the top 10. You know what I mean? And so I was in charge of their product, and I was a product manager. And and it was interesting is like trying to get all these guys to be in sync is, it's not an easy task. And sometimes like we hired a project manager, I remember, and we thought she was going to help us because we had so much work, and we thought she was going to help us. She ended up making it slower. And so,
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
like you think expanding your team will make things faster, but actually
You're
there's such
right.
thing as too many cooks in the kitchen, especially when it comes to technical smart people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes like they just got to get out of the way. You know what I mean? And that's how
Hmm.
I feel about,
Yeah.
they probably
Yeah,
like, because
bro.
some
There
people left
was
the
there
team,
was a couple
people
people,
joined,
yeah.
and it has to be the right synergy, and it takes the right exact people, especially when it comes to small teams. Like when you scale up your company 500, 1,000 employees, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? At some point it's about the processes versus the employee when you start scaling up like that. But when you have teams that are anything smaller than, I say, 50, even maybe 100, right? Like at that
Hmm.
point, like every person has an impact, and especially a team that's only what, 12 people at Fen. I don't even know.
If
It's a small
Yeah.
team. You
yeah,
know
it
what I mean?
might be, yeah, if even it's probably 12
Like
max.
they're carrying a big boulder,
Yeah, it's like
with a
12
small
or so.
team. Like, and people also don't realize like Star Citizen, all these other MMOs have massive teams, have massive budgets,
Oh
have
god,
all
yeah.
these things. So like
Yeah.
these guys are
Yeah.
like, they're just gonna do, word of mouth and slow growth. They're not gonna force, like, and that's a good
Yeah, they're
approach.
not
I think,
forcing anything.
Exactly.
Exactly. They're not forcing anything. It's
yeah, and
very,
that's the way I live my
it's
life,
so
and I think that's
organic, so
why,
natural, yeah.
Hmm.
that's why I think I totally like vibe with the Gower's attitudes about stuff. It's like, you know what I mean? Like I operate a similar way, on a fundamental
Same.
level.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of, like I'm excited for the future of the game. It's
Yeah.
I think it's heading the right direction, and
Yeah.
like I appreciate you guys doing the podcast.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I
I
was
don't
gonna
know
say.
what
Oh
time we
yeah.
have
Bricks.
at,
No,
but
well, yeah, we can pretty much end right now. Like I was gonna say, it's just
Shoot.
exciting to grow the podcast alongside this game and growing my character on this game
totally
alongside the growth of the game.
same.
It's not like I'm entering the game 5 years deep,
Yeah,
Yeah.
10
and
Yeah.
years
like I
deep,
said earlier,
13
like
years deep.
yeah, and like I said earlier, it's like it's a marathon. People have to remember it's a
Exactly.
marathon. Like I remember me and Zej were, before you joined, me and Zej were talking about how we were upset that the guys who got the beta, were basically, like, we were a little
Oh
upset that they had a
right,
head start, but it ended up not mattering in the long
it
run.
didn't
None of those
matter.
guys ranked. You know what I mean?
It
Yep.
None of
fucked
those
them
guys
over. It
ranked.
fucked them over if anything. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny that like, when, at the end of the day, but I just want to stress at the end of this is like, this game is a marathon. People need to take their time and like worry about their physical mental health, be in the right
Yep.
headspaces, and
Agreed.
worry about IRL for a bit, and like, you know what I mean? Like nothing's good if it's, dragging you down in real life, and everyone should be okay with taking breaks. If I can take a break, I was like, all I did was stream Brighter Shores. Like I have like 5,000 idle hours in this game. So if take it from
That's
anyone who like
good.
looked at the Brighter Shores screen a lot, and like there were times where I was like coding for like 8 hours and I didn't even log in once, but I had the thing, just the screen, the little waves moving. I do miss it as the idle screen. I honestly love the idle screen from Brighter Shores. They those guys know
True.
how to cook on an idle screen.
Yep.
It's mesmerizing. I always love the idle screen because I feel like it matched the captain like vibe too. So I'm excited to come back to the
True.
Bright Shore stream in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
I'll be
No, they're
back. I don't know
definitely-
when. It's unpredetermined.
Yeah.
I'm someone who doesn't actually plan stuff. Like you just gotta catch me when you catch me. It's just the way a pirate lives. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But
yeah,
You're
no, I
gonna
appreciate you
you're
guys
just
having me
gonna
on the
stumble
podcast.
on the shores, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add again, like I said
Yeah.
last time, like all these people who are hating on you in the category for you streaming too long. I said those were or because you were the only person in the category who were streaming even though you weren't online. It's like, bro, turn on your stream then if you're gonna hate on this man for just doing
Yeah.
what he loves essentially,
Exactly.
and all those other
Exactly.
and
And
yeah,
the
just-
streams are exactly at the end of the day, like, yes, I love everyone that comes to the streams, like you guys especially, like, anyone shows up, but at the end of the day, like the streams are for me and what I
Yep.
was doing with my life. It's at the end of the day, like everyone's in charge of their own life, right? It's like,
That's exactly it, brother.
it's crazy. It's crazy. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys having me on podcast, and I'm excited for future episodes, and we'll try to
yes.
line up more people, and you know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're gonna
know
do-
I'm friends with a lot of people from the early game, so I'm gonna start hitting them up and seeing like who else I can try to help get some more people on here for you guys.
Dude, please do. Yeah, no,
Like,
sounds
yeah,
like
for
a
those
plan.
early
yeah.
guys, like
We're
I was
definitely gonna
friends
have
with
to do
in the game.
We're
I'm
doing
one
an
of those
episode
people
with you in
who-
old school, 100%, bro. We have to.
Oh yeah, oh
No,
god, old
definitely.
school's he's like a hidden legend of the game. This man didn't celebrate
True.
a single party. He maxed 2 episodes in the top
Rank
20.
2.
He didn't
Rank,
throw a party.
rank
He
2
logged out.
Kren. Yeah.
Rank 2 cred,
Savage.
man.
Yes, rank 2 Kren.
Woo.
And what's funny is how old school. I assume you kind of cut it at the part we ended there.
No, we're still going
but-
for a sec. We'll go for a sec.
Okay, but I remember old school. He joined my stream because he saw me running around Chronopolis. So it's pretty funny that he's also one of my early viewers and mods, and like pretty much Emmy Puppy and Bones Dog, and then old school. Those are like the 3 OG viewers and mods of my channel, and they still are the mods and channels. They still show.
Dude, that'd be
Roger,
sick
dude.
to have all 3 of them on then at one point. But yeah, no, that dude, oh my god, or even at the same time, rather. I mean, that'd be incredible. The original
Yeah,
3,
that'd
bro.
be
It's like the Knights of the Round Table type of shit,
And
bro. That'd be
Bones is a
fucking
legend in his
awesome.
own right. He's ranked 2, and I've never heard Bones's voice.
That's what I say. If he doesn't
If-
want it, we
if
can
anyone
set
has
up
seen-
text to speech or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he would. He has the system he can build easily.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
like yeah, he can do
Yeah.
text to speech. He used to have a text to speak streams, and like he's ranked 2 Gather, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, botanist, what are you
so.
talking about?
Yeah, botanist. Whoa, whoops, whoops.
I'm
whoops.
dead. Whoops.
All right, but yeah,
That's
we'll,
where I
we'll,
am in my knowledge.
we'll
That's a
wrap
story
it there,
for
though,
another
if you
time,
want.
folks.
If that didn't date me,
Sorry,
if that didn't date me, I don't know what just did.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. I didn't even flinch either. I was like, yeah, rank 2. Wait, whoops, bot. Yeah.
You're like, wait,
Didn't
he
even
never did
flinch.
botany, but he's ranked 2 botany. He's the best botanist that never did botany.
Exactly.
It's like the
Actuals.
honorary PhDs, you know what I mean?
Oh my goodness. It's like I swear I took the oath. Yeah, I swear.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm Jim Carrey. I have an honorary PhD at like every fucking university.
Oh my God.
we all know it's not real. I mean, just I guess we can be anything we want if we have enough clout. I guess. Like, fuck,
Facts.
it's so funny.
All right, we'll
But yeah.
wrap her there, boys.
Well,
We'll
guys.
wrap her there. Again, much love,
All right, I
Captain. Thank
appreciate
you so
you
much for being on.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Much
sir. I
love.
appreciate
We're
you guys.
returning too.
Yep, returning soon. All right,
Yes.
God
Yep.
bless. That's Shores episode number 5, version 2. Peace, guys. Woo.
Peace out.